for sure.
Hill at the top of the order. He's giving Jamer Candelario
2 down now. Hill and Meadows both fly out.
watch the game, if you will, according to AJ Hinch.
Now up is Grossman.
Let them process it because they're both pushing really hard to try and solve the problems, and sometimes that gets you in deeper.
All right, let's hope this one goes well. We'll see.
Players that are pressing, and you want to do better so much that
Here's Grossman. He's 2 for 8 this series.
jumping at the ball a little bit.
Hitting 298, one of our only decent hitters this year. Ball 1.
I think AJ recognizes that certain guys need breathers here and there, and it may be some of the better players. Certainly, you want Baez in as much as you can. And Torkelson, they're going to be part of this team all year long.
2-0 to Robbie Grossman.
What's up, Peter?
Series.
2-0.
2 hits, a
How's it going?
which took place last night. Fouls that one.
Yeah, fouls it away. 2-1. Start to a busy afternoon, I would say. Oh yeah, the league average I think is like 240 right now. No one's really hitting the ball nor scoring. What's up, Daniel? Not much, just chilling. Oh, there we go.
That's a base hit.
Hey, there we go. A base hit in the first inning. You like to see that. At least we get a runner on to start the game. Nice to see. Nice to see. Now it will be Baez batting fourth today.
Baez last night, his ground ball to the left or to the right of Carlos Correa was picked and flipped across the diamond. And what I want to make
Audio all good.
Correa there is he had 2 options. He got to the ball quickly, and then he just got rid of it.
Let's see.
Extremely quickly, one hopped it to a rise at first base. He could have
All right,
done
pretty
one of
good.
2 things. The one that he did, or plant his foot, which is going to take him a little longer. He would have had to make a harder throw. He chose to get rid of the ball quickly, trusting that his first.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the umpires. I think it has to do with the fact that
Equally as good defensive.
they had like 30 less at-bats in spring training. I think the lack of spring training really hurt a lot of teams. It hurt hitting really bad to start the year off. And the shift is, a problem. But yeah, like guys just aren't timed up. It just seems off. Defenses look kind of bad across the league. It seems like that 2 to 3 extra weeks is completely vital to get these guys going. 2-0 count for Baez. Some guys, it's not really affecting them. They're ready to go. But some guys, man, they hey, that's a fair ball. That'll be 2 on. A little bit of a break for us to start off the first inning. There'll be 2 on. That'll probably be an error, though. Oh, no, they ruled that a hit. All right.
Well, I believe that'll be considered a hit.
I love the new scoring in baseball where everything's a hit if a guy makes any kind of effort.
Abnormal
Nice little midweek affair. Pretty neat that
effort, right? You've got
pretty neat that the way back now that this is when all baseball games were normally played. Yeah, Chris, I know they used to always play day games because playing at night really wasn't a possibility. I do like day games too, especially as the summer gets going, once it's nice out and everything. But that's when typically night games pop out. 2 on, 2 out. Here's Torkelson. Oh, no. Out of play. Okay. I didn't know Castro was a left fielder. Yeah, he's been he's been training in the outfield. 0-1 on Torkelson here. He's got 2 on, 2 out, top of the first. 0-0 score. Base hits could score Grossman from second.
Well, he's got a tremendous eye, and quite honestly,
Hopefully a home run right here would be nice.
strike 3 on ball 4, but that's just the game sometimes.
Ball 1.
And he's got to stay with his game plan. You don't want to change. You don't want to get angry and let that take you out of what you're trying to do, or start swinging earlier. Start to
We doing with all the
swing
likes and
outside the
everything.
zone.
Yeah, we're off to a good start. We have 6 likes. If you haven't left one, consider doing so.
Just stay with your game plan, and the worm will turn.
Get a few more people up in here this afternoon. Here's the 1-1. That'll be strike 2.
Jumped out of the way because might have wanted that one 1 and 2.
The Tigers to move on from Jamie Hurricane Alardon after the season. Who's that?
When you have a good take,
1 and 2 for Torque.
and he felt like he did that, especially in the last at bat last night.
See what we get here. And he strikes out. Well, we strand the runners, and let's go to the bottom of the first. We matched our hit total from yesterday, so that could be something. Anyway, Polanco, Correa, and Arise. Polanco, Correa, Arise to lead it off for the Twins. Polanco, Correa, Arise. Then they'll throw out Urshela, Garlick, Kepler, Jeffers, Larnack, and Celestino. So, we'll see how Tarek Skubal does. So how's everybody doing? It's probably going to be a lowly attended stream for a little while this afternoon. I don't imagine people showing up until like 2, 3 o'clock. This isn't the game people are going to like miss work for or, you know, risk any kind of trouble on. It's like, well, it's the Twins and we haven't won a game in a really while. What's up, Daniel? Sheesh, 22 months. Appreciate it, man. You're too kind. Oh, yeah, I don't mind. It's not. I don't do it for the numbers. I do streams with a lot less people watching than even this, so it's fine. Well, hopefully we can win. It's going good, Daniel. How's it going? You excited for... Well, I mean, the draft is really nothing if you're a Rams fan, I guess. The Tigers have some sort of alumni get-together. Who seems to be the old Tiger that always shows up? There's always, like, Phil Koch. I don't know. Phil Koch. He's always around.
Last night. Here's the Twins batting order presented by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Carlos Correa.
I don't really know who comes around. I would imagine. I got Andy Dirks too now.
Kepler has done all kinds of damage. 4 hits in the series, all extra base hits, including.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Tigers need a new third base. I don't know. Candelario's fine. Well, we'll be live for the draft as always. You know how it goes around here. All right, here comes Skubal.
Tossing 6 shutout innings and 6 strikeouts. He ranks 9th in the average fastball.
It's usually Alvaro Espinoza. Yeah, it's something like that. Usually like a player where you're like, you know, he's all right. He's on a good couple teams. Fan favorite. 0-1 here to Polanco. Ball 1.
I remember seeing him in Lakeland with you before he even made the squad.
It's early in the season. Young team, didn't get much of a spring. The problems are going to be a lot worse for a team like the Tigers, who, you know, very young. The veterans that they have are guys who typically don't hit till about mid-May anyway. So, the problems that they have are going to seem compounded and a little bit more severe than someone else's per se. Like,
just looking for the baby steps. Constantly progressing.
Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah, it's very possible, Harley.
If he can learn the art of pitching, he's going to be.
Yeah, it's awesome to see Miggy get that 3,000. Hey, there we go. Skubal starts off the day with the strikeout. Down goes Polanco. Now up is Carlos Correa.
And you know, he calls it a kind of a knuckle curve.
We'll see what the Lions do though. If they have a big pick, they could trade.
Starts up quite high. It's a back footer, right? Comes across the
Hopefully
plate,
sweep the
but
Dodgers. Yeah, I don't know how all that's gonna go.
the
Dodgers are the Tigers are a weird team that'll do bad against like mid-tier teams and then like look like a fucking World Series contender against the best teams in the league. So I have no idea how this Dodgers series is about to go. Knowing though, if this is anything like last year, we're gonna shock sweep the Dodgers, but I highly doubt that. Should be the second out of the inning, and it is. Good pick by Spencer, and 2 away. Here's a rise. Low key, here's our best pitcher, Tarek Skubal, the machine. As soon as I seen this kid pitching last year, I went, man, if he gets his goddamn pitching mechanics figured out, he is. If you remember last year, we talked about this a lot. I think we also all came to the agreement that once he gets his like mechanics figured out, Skubal, and gets throws a few more strikes, in his starts. This is like an elite level pitcher. Okay, that was called a strike. Ignore what was on the screen. That was called a strike. That was not called a ball. That's called strike 1. Anyway, 0-1 on a rise.
Tigers have
Ball
lost
one now.
You're playing one of the hottest teams in our division. The Twins have gone.
That would be crazy if they called the pitch almost right down the middle of the ball. That would be pretty fucking wild. So I was like, wait, huh?
In first place as we
What's up,
speak,
Luke?
and you shut them down, and you win.
What are we doing on likes? Hey, we're up at 10 likes. I appreciate that,
They
everybody.
start believing
Very
in
kind.
you to the point that when
Yeah, Scooball's becoming one of my favorite. Oh, that's ball 2.
you know, and those are the baby
Now
steps
it's
I'm
2-1.
talking about.
So a few years ago, Verlander threw one right down the middle and it was a ball.
Worry about
Yeah, umpires suck sometimes, man.
if I execute, I can win. My guys are going to support
And you never forget those really, really bad calls like that for some reason. Here's the 2-1 to a rise. Oh, shit.
In the air to center field. Derek
Should be an out. All right, I was going to say Derek Hill's out in center field. That's an easy out. But now anymore when the Tigers get a fly ball in the center field, it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, they made the play. Isn't that bad that that's kind of where you sit at mentally when that's involved? Anyway, it'll be Harold Castro, Scope, and Barnhart. Harold Castro, Scope, and Barnhart in the top of the second. No score. Yeah, Baez has been real clutch. Real clutch. So, commercial break. Top of the second coming up. So far, so good. We're not losing anything yet. But again, the problem really hasn't been pitching this season. The problem has been entirely, the other half of the game. You're not watching the draft? Oh, well, if you're a Dolphins fan, JJ, then that makes sense. JJ has the longest name in history. Hitting Harold in the lineup. Hell yeah. Harold about to tear the cover off the ball. I'm predicting a home run in this inning. I don't know who's hitting it, but there will be a home run in the second. It could be Gabe Kepler because that guy's a piece of shit. And actually, I don't know. The one pitcher we have that actually dominates left-handed hitting is Tarek Skubal. I don't think lefties can hit him. Yeah, because they were never really real, Dylan or Daniel. Well, I guess we'll see in the offseason when Brady's a free agent if he actually goes and signs with Miami, which would be... It's like, all right, well, have fun with 46-year-old Tom Brady. That'll be a good time. We'll see if he can do it. Yeah, I'm excited for the draft, though. A lot of exciting things tonight. Lions got 2 picks. Patriots pick at 21. Pretty excited. All right, well, O'Bear back to the bump here. It'll be Castro, Scope, and Barnhart. Yeah, what'll be annoying is we'll like sweep the Dodgers and then we'll come home and get the shit beat out of us by the Pirates for 4 games. Like we won't even contend. Like that's what'll happen, by the way. If we do wind up destroying the Dodgers in some weird cosmic twist, we will get swept by the Pirates. I'm talking like 8-0, maybe even get no hit in game 2, and then score like 3 runs in game 3, but then give up like 13 runs. So it, And tell me I'm wrong if that happens. Tell me if like that doesn't 100% feel like what it would happen, especially because we'd all be like, I can't believe we just beat the Dodgers. This team is legit. And it happened after the Astros series. Then we lost like every game. Hey, hitting Harold Castro does what he does. Base hit for Harold Castro. 1 on again. Tigers not playing any running game. 2 stolen bases for the whole team, and that's from the bench. Yeah, Chris, and what the problem is they've tried to stolen base. Like, they get caught stealing a lot. So it's not like they're not trying. It's just like they're not getting good jumps. They're kind of like running on very obvious like steal situations. They're not that fast.
All right, here comes Jonathan Scope.
All right, here comes Scope, who could really use a home run. Some extra base power here. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the second. Another leadoff single for the Tigers could be something nice. And he fouls the first pitch off. Yeah, hitting Harold does what he does.
I think I'm getting close. He's seeing it a little bit better.
At this point, you should probably just bunt the goddamn guy to second base. I hate bunting, but like, this is the kind of thing where if you execute this just right, you could probably get the runner to third because Harold's not that slow. But they're not going to, like, execute a quick bunt here. Because they need to jumpstart their offense with something, dude.
Slowly to third. Urshela only
I guess that effectively works as the same thing. Whatever. All right, that effectively accomplishes the same thing as a bunt. Whatever. Very weakly hit ball to third base, and the runner gets to second. Hey, okay. There we go. Now we got a guy in scoring position. Maybe somebody picks him up here. Yeah, Badu's in trouble, man. I'm telling you, he's gone the day that fucking Green comes. He very well could get sent down, and that's a little worrying. Cause he cannot hit left-handed pitching, and like I get it. Like sometimes you can't hit left-handed pitching, but hitting like 0 against them as a major leaguer, and then hitting like 300 against righties isn't probably gonna ever cut it. I mean, maybe as a pinch hitter. But this dude really just struggles so bad with certain like situations, and I like Badu. Trust me, and I hope he figures it out because I'd like to see him stick around. Yeah, I don't know, Harley. He's just struggling right now. Big boys on this team. Looking at the pitching staff, the average height is 6'3". For the Tigers, yeah, they're a bigger team. Or are you talking the Twins? QB new team debuts are going to be fun this season with Wilson, Watson, Trubisky, Matt Ryan, Wentz. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel. That is true. It's an 0-2 count, by the way, on Barnhart. Hopefully he does something here. Tigers, yeah, they're not a small team. This guy's 6'9", Bailey O'Bear. I was going to say, this guy on the mound is a fucking giant, though.
But he really doesn't take advantage of his height.
Ball one.
Honestly, when he
Be right back. God bless
like that last pitch, the ball's going to shoot uphill almost. So we'll have to watch how that all plays out today. But here's a guy that throws as high as the mid-90s. You would think with a better arm angle. We talk about baseball with all the angles all the time, right? He's not really taking advantage of his height.
He strikes out Barnhart for the second out in the second.
Willie Castro. Willie Castro could win a fan base back if he hits a home run right now.
Very hittable pitch. That is one of the things with the Tigers right now. They're just missing so many hittable pitches.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm guessing Willie Castro would be one of the short guys. And then Derek Hill. All right, now here's Castro with 2 away and 2 on, or with the runner at second anyway. A base hit could score the run, Willie.
Playing left field here in the series wrap-up.
Yeah, the weather's getting a little better. It's mid 40s here for me today, so that's pretty good. Probably a little warmer than that. Am I a Tigers fan? Yeah, man. Why, are you a Twins fan? 1-1 here for Willie Castro. Runner at second, 2 away here in the top of the second. No score. No, you're a Tigers fan? Yeah, man. Hell yeah. We're all pretty much Tigers fans here, minus a couple guys.
It's a tough one to lay off of, but he just hasn't had the ability to catch.
Yeah, it's not like last year when there was just like fucking like 6 no-hitters in the month of April and May.
Try to keep the ball in the strike zone.
Not great. Not a great. Not. It's a promising time to be a Detroit fan. Detroit fan. I think all the teams are going to be good at about the same time. And hell, if all the teams are making the playoffs again, that's probably good enough. If one team can bring home a title, that'd be dope. Be better than what it has been. What's up, Jonathan? Last night, Jesus, they looked bad. They could not hit. They couldn't hit shit yesterday. It's a 2-1 count here on Willie Castro. Runner at second, 2 away right now in the inning. It's the top of the second, and it's a 0-0 score. Yeah, if I was this pitcher, I'd be using my 6'9" frame to my advantage. Coming straight up over the top on people, the ball just firing down on them. Hey, we're up to 14 likes. I appreciate that. We're just 6 away from the goal. Hell yeah. Thank you. Very kind. It's hoping to get people in here. Yeah, errors are really bad. Oh, you're talking about the other night. Yeah, that was just really bad defense. Yeah, their defense has been bad this year too. 3-2, full count. Good at bat by Willie so far.
Pitch. It was outside a little bit more, but now it's a full count. Will Ober try to go back up there for the third time? He knows that's where.
What do we got? Full count.
Would you?
Well, I want to make sure it's a strike. You don't want to walk a guy and extend the inning. Excuse me.
3-2.
Castro fouls it away. Good at bat.
Pretty good at bat here for Willie.
Cards got one game out of the Mets series. Oh, damn. Well, it's a good thing Amir wasn't going live for that then, huh?
Throw the change up. Got to have a little bit of confidence in your secondary.
That would have been an annoying stream to have to deal with.
This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Mets are hot. Yeah, they should be good. They should be impossible to beat. How much money they put on for that team. Anyway, that'll be ball 4. Good at bat by Willie Castro. 2 on, 2 out again here in the inning.
Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Hutchinson's name. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if you're a Michigan fan and a Lions fan. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Scraps. I appreciate that.
24 months.
Very, very kind, man.
Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
All right, it'll be Derek Hill up now. 2 on, 2 out, no score, top of the second. Big base hit here could really get the game going.
Derek Hill had not one but 2.
Just became dirty, yeah.
Underneath his uniform. I said, boy, you're always doing that? 2 pairs? He says, got to do it, man. Got to keep the legs warm.
This would be a very bizarre pot. Yeah, if you were just listening back to this and didn't know, you'd just be like, man, this is weird.
Whatever works for you. Right away.
Yeah, it's all right. There's some people who don't care. They just like to watch baseball. I watch other people. I watch this guy, the sports critic. He does Cardinals streams like this. Oh, 1-1. Swing and a miss by Derek Hill.
If the ball's hitting the outfield somewhere where he possibly could score.
Hutchinson? It could be. The sports cricket. Did I call him the cricket? I thought I said critic. Do people call him cricket? That's pretty fucked. 1-1. Derek Hill needs a hit. And a swing and a miss. 1-2.
The 82-mile-an-hour slider.
Damn.
Over, and it's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders, and you see that there is no way.
Last night, Detroit had 3 base runners. Today, they've had 4.
Cover the outside part of the plate. He is looking
Yes, Scraps. Apparently, midsummer they're gonna release their own their own service for people who don't want to pay for cable, but want to watch sports. I guess I don't know. Someone said they're releasing something in midsummer. Yeah, they understand the complexities of everything. The Sinclair group that owns Bally. So they're gonna modernize a little bit, which I mean makes sense. Eventually, they all do. They'll probably charge like $25-50 for the season, or probably $100 for a season, and bitch ass motherfuckers like me will pay that and be like, "Ooh, cool." They don't understand that baseball fans generally don't mind paying shit like MLB TV fees, like the $100 a year. Because it's that's a lot of games. You can kind of rationalize it, right? And then you can watch every other game that you so choose. But they have to get rid of that stupid-ass blackout rule. I don't know why Sinclair just doesn't do a thing. Hey, there we go. Ball 4. Bases loaded. I don't know why they just don't partner with MLB TV and just, get a cut of the MLB TV money like every other team is doing for home market. That's probably the move, is to just partner with MLB TV and be like, hey, you guys can show our game if you give us X amount of dollars, in kind of like a personal deal.
You saw those numbers.
Here's Austin Meadows with the bases loaded.
His curveball, well, guess what? I mean, Chad Kuhl, Tigers saw last week.
2 outs, though, in the inning, so the Tigers have gotten the bases loaded with 2 away here in the top of the second.
In Los Angeles.
We'll see what Meadows can do. Maybe we can get a run out of this. It would be probably really important to. For just to kind of, get shit going for this team early in the game.
Tell you what, it's a tough
Be right
one
back.
for
My
him.
nose is fucking bugging.
It separates kids at almost every division. First time a kid sees a breaking ball, curveball, slider, he goes home and says, Mom, Dad, I didn't see that pitch.
Can you explain to me what it is?
How come I can't hit that one? Well, you haven't seen 2,000 of them yet.
Austin Meadows takes strike one. You saw it on the Bally bar in your lower part of your screen. Austin Meadows, 9 RBIs with 2 outs this year. 5th most in Major League Baseball. All those RBIs, the 9, is what he has so far this season. Fouled it away. He's in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, chased an off-speed pitch there. That was his changeup, and it really took off.
Damn it.
Nice movement.
Well, that's not good. We're down 0-2 now.
Best in baseball with 2 outs and runners in scoring position as a team. You see they're batting .348. Very impressive.
Got some nose acne. It's the worst. On the side of the face here.
To hit this mistake.
Hey, ball 1.
1-2 to Meadows.
It's right back to the changeup. Now Meadows has seen it a couple times. Veteran hitters, usually all they need is 1 or 2 pitches that they haven't seen to recognize it the next time.
1-2 for Meadows now with the bases full of Tigers. 2 away in the top of the second. You think he's going to throw it outside low here? I'm thinking he goes inside and up on this next pitch. Oh, good call, outside low. Fouls it away. He's setting it up, though, it feels like.
Same pitch.
I guess you don't really go inside to a lefty, though. That's fucking a nightmare waiting to happen. Especially probably not on a guy like Meadows who would turn on an inside pitch to a lefty. I guess maybe high. No, you don't want him to stretch his arms out either. He's a power hitter. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like Meadows is a complicated hitter to pitch to. Oh, there's the high and away like I figured it was coming. I was like, it's either high and away or low and away like he's been saying. Usually lefties struggle with that pitch right there, but again, Meadows is, again, a different kind of hitter, so.
Successful hitter in the big leagues. Now you look at that pitch by itself, standing alone, you say 92 up in the upper part of the middle of the plate, I can crush that.
Yeah, Meadows is an impressive hitter. Really good eye, really good bat like discipline. Very like
Right center.
damn it.
Kepler's under it.
Drop it.
The Tigers stranded 2 in the first and 3 in the second. Were scoreless.
For TC. What's up, Sawyer? Tigers. Traverse City. I'm going to be leaving soon, but since I don't have Bally, I'm going to be in these streams more. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, the pin link. There you go. Damn. It'll be Urshela, Garlic, and Kepler. Urshela, Garlic, and Kepler. Urshela, Garlic, and Kepler here in the bottom of the second. Oh, for the Twins? No, I don't like the Twins, Sawyer. What's up, John? What's up, Ghost? That stunk. We didn't get anything going until 2 outs were in the inning, and then it was like, well, I hate getting the bases loaded with 2 outs because it's such a like, oh man, now we can't get an easy run with a sac fly. But I do like the fact that we've had, 5 base runners today already. None of them has scored. We haven't done anything with it, but, having 2 yesterday, or 3 total yesterday, and 5 so far this afternoon is, I'm liking seeing some life anyway. I think we'll be getting 12 barracks shortly here if this continues. And some of these guys are absolutely smoking the ball off of him, so I'm hoping somebody cracks a homer on him. Hey, congrats, Luke. Hell yeah. I'll be in your shoes this time next week, enjoying the start of summer. Basically, I have to get through this next class this afternoon at 5 o'clock. Once that's done, I'm all done with classes. And then tomorrow, during the day, during this time tomorrow, I'll be working on a portfolio that I have to do. It's 10 poems I got to edit and kind of like write up a little thing about it and whatever. Basically, kind of I'm gonna turn it into I don't know. It's whatever. And then I got to write one 20-page paper. So it's Friday and Saturday, work on the portfolio. Sunday, kind of take an off day, get the rest of my sources built up. Monday, write between 6 to 8 pages. Or anywhere from 6 to 10 pages on Monday. Tuesday, I will do pretty much the exact same thing I did on Monday. Work on my paper for about 6 to 10 pages. Depending on where I'm at, I should be anywhere from 12 to 20 pages, or I could be done with it. It could be just a few pages short. And then Wednesday, I will spend like a few pages on it, and then Thursday, I'll finish her up. Hey, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it, man. You're very, very kind.
Go Tigers.
Yeah. 1-1 count for Urshela, by the way. So basically, yeah, I got to write it's between 15 and 20 pages. Yeah. It's a bitch. Big ass paper.
Immediately when he releases it, that he didn't finish the ball, and the ball's up and away, and it's kind of like one of those pitches you want.
Grad school ain't a joke. I'm pretty sure this is my last literature class, though, that I got to take. I'm going to see if I don't have to take any more. Because I'm a creative writing major, so it's not like it'll be hard. I'm writing about V for Vendetta and how literature is, and the way I'm connecting it with literature is, the writer, I'm going to talk, it's basically like the graphic novel kind of serves as a really good way of like being a social critiquer, like because it takes a lot of culture to write a graphic novel, and then especially with Alan Moore, you can look at what his kind of like anarchist politics are. That should be the first out of the inning. Ah, damn it. Got thrown away. Error at third base.
Well, I think Harold's going to be a little frustrated with himself. He got his.
Oh, yeah, you're not telling me. I hate this defense. I hate everything about it. See, this is why Candelario is our best option at third, by the way. Nobody else on this team can play third base. It's a pretty routine goddamn fielding ball. Well, here comes some runs for Minnesota.
Starts a runner at second base.
Error charge to
Runner at second, nobody out. Now up is Garlic. Yep, now we got a guy standing at second. Basically, I'm just going to write about how literature is reflective and absorbative of culture. There's kind of a dual nature to literature and culture where an example that's found in V for Vendetta.
You got to pick up your teammate here. It's going to happen. Guys are out there doing their best, and once in a while they make a mistake. And you know, as a pitcher,
yeah, it's a nothing nonsense paper, but there isn't one that like it that exists in the world. So it'll be an original paper. Can't say that it's not. Even my professor said, I've never heard anybody talk about this and compare this with that. It's like, yeah, I thought that was the point of graduate school. Was he even said they're going to have to do a lot of creative scaffolding to create this paper. And I'm like, yeah, that's my specialty. I have to bullshit a lot. Anyway, 2-1, runner at second, bottom of the second. Buxton, yeah, he got benched today because he's trash.
Three infielders on the left side.
I'm not too worried because like I'm doing it right. Like if you ever have to write a longer paper in college, just chunk it up into days. Like I normally, if it was a 10, anywhere from a 7 to 10 page paper, I'd do that Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Because it's like, well, that's just 10 pages. I can basically do that overnight. 20 pages in a research paper. I feel like I shouldn't do that. 3 and 2. Plus, if I break it up into 3 sections, it'll probably be a better paper just naturally. 3-1 count, or 3 and 2 rather.
Garlic is 2 for 3 in his career against Tarek Skubal. One of the 2 hits, a home run for him.
He's got an open stance.
Where? On TV and tonight. Foul ball. Not really sure what you're asking. I don't have any links for anybody. I don't know. I'll find out when it gets closer.
Skubal needed just 10 pitches to get through the first.
At 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when it's on. Generally ESPN, NFL Network. ABC will have it. All right, I guess that's ball 4, even though there was just 2 strikes called for.
Second walk allowed by Tarek Skubal this season.
Well, that's the problem. You've got one of the hottest hitters in baseball and the Twins' hottest hitter in this series, and Max
I
Kepler.
barely hear the
coming up.
fucking game right now.
Let's take a look at the difference in exit velocities and distances of the 3 home runs Kepler's hit in this series. He got 2 last night. And the first
Well, I should probably remove the link. Too many people are coming in and just leaving without leaving likes. I don't know. That's kind of shitty.
Shift is on for
Not really. I mean, throw strikes. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown 3 wild-ass balls.
a little different look for Max Kepler against.
I think people are retarded when they're like, we're getting cheated on bad pitches. I don't know. He threw 3 balls fucking a foot above the plate. Yeah, sorry he's not getting the close ones when he's fucking inaccurate as dog shit tonight. That's kind of how that works. Crazy, isn't it? You're going to say that he went 0-2.
Kepler wanted a check at third base with Ryan Blackney, but Marvin
2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 2nd.
balls and strikes said, I saw it.
I appreciate you hitting the like. Thanks, Tristan.
What makes Max Kepler one of the better left-handed hitters?
This is an unfortunate situation here with Kepler up.
Rarely chases out of the zone up, and that's kind of the pitch you'd want to throw right here is the fastball up. There it is.
And he swings through.
Hey, they struck Kepler out. Good at bat, good pitching there by Skubal to get one of the more dangerous hitters in the Twins lineup lately out for us. Now up will be Jeffers.
See where
Okay, thanks. Let's hear some old Tiger sensation names. A player of credit who was a Tiger for all of 2 weeks and a month.
Skubal able to almost hit his glove.
I'm not good at history. If it's anything before 2005, I have no idea.
Good time for your second strikeout of the day. Here's Ryan Jeffers.
A couple weeks ago, I was watching 2012, 2013 highlights, and it hit, man. They got old, didn't win a World Series, and blew the team up because the strategy of just throwing in a bunch of really good names without any kind of core or young development talent was bad.
He's kind of moving up in the plate a little bit. He's a little closer to home, I think, than he was in his previous couple nights.
We could have just kept throwing money on a burning fire and been like the Yankees or Dodgers, and then eventually maybe eke the World Series out.
Per se for him. He's saying, you know what, I can handle anything you throw inside. It's the pitch away. I'm
Snap throw down. He got. Oh, I thought they got his ass at first.
I like the fact that Skubal's working ahead here.
I think it's 0-2, by the way.
Pass and an error. 2 guys on base. He gets a strikeout. Now he's got a double play ball.
All right.
He's ahead in the count. Good breaking ball.
Jeffers is up. Good pitch here. Could get the stressful part of the inning out of the. Can put down the stressful part of the start. I don't even think that made sense. The stressful start of the inning. All right, there we go. 2 away.
Back-to-back strikeouts from Tarek Skubal.
Hey, there we go, Scoob.
Now he's an out away from getting out of it.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Well,
Where are you?
think he got-
Larnack is up, and he's been a bit of an issue. At least he was yesterday. So here's Larnack with 2 on and 2 out. Bottom of the 2nd, no score. Both teams have threatened, though, in their bottom in the 2nd inning.
Can happen.
When Juan Gonzalez was a Tiger and he turned himself into Zeus, he kept getting hurt as his body muscles were so taut. Great line. Sparky Anderson threw him as he was wise to the roids. Yeah, that was before my time, Chris. That was well before my time.
2 for 4 with a
Juan
couple of
Gonzalez.
hits last night and in this series.
Nah, Tristan, I'm not so worried about the Dodgers. I'm more worried about the Pirates after the Dodgers, because if we beat the Dodgers at all, like even 2 of 3 or 1 of 3, it's no matter how good we look against the Dodgers, we're going to get slaughtered by these goddamn Pirates coming up. I'm more worried about that than anything, because if we do look good against the Dodgers, everybody's hopes are going to be really high, and it's just going to be crushing to have to go home and then get beat up on by the Pirates. Shit'll be demoralizing. Trust me, you don't think it will be, but it 100% will be one of the most demoralizing. It'll be like when after we played the Astros and then we lost like every game in a row for like a week. You're going to Tigers versus Rangers? Hell yeah, that sounds like a good one. I tried to get him to chase, but it is 1-2 though. Stop working out so much was the line. I know it's before your time. I'm just passing. Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Chris, I like hearing old stories about the Tigers. I went to 3 games in April, and the only one they won was opening day. Hey, at least you got to go to a win. Opening day win, too. Those are always the best ones. Freeman, Bellinger, and Trey Turner have been great.
Fouls it back.
That's Muncy, Justin Turner. They've all been good. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy, Daniel. We'll probably lose, but, you know, it's nice to imagine. I think you also said it's going to be weird next not seeing Pujols, Wainwright, and Molina. Yeah, I wonder if Yachty sticks around for another year as a DH. Oh, those guys been trash. Maybe we can keep them being bad. I don't know. 1 and 2, 2 on, 2 out. You have a good day, Scrap.
Another 1-2.
That's 2. Well, that's a run.
Hill comes up firing all the way to the plate. That allows the runner to advance to
Well,
third.
1-0 Twins already.
RBI single for Trevor Larnach, and Minnesota has scored first again.
Shep, this ball was left up over the plate too much. It was a breaking ball, and Skubal might
We
have
can't
tried
get
to
lefties
overthrow
out.
a little bit. Let's take a look at the location. It's a slider, but look where it stays, right up in the wheelhouse of Larnach.
What's up, AJ?
Hit the outside corner.
Just watching my team struggle to do anything in baseball.
Larnach, good two-strike hitting right there.
The defense strikes again.
Kill's going to be able to do with a base runner.
Well, it shouldn't even matter. The inning should be over. Yeah, I mean, 1-0 is fine. I'm not annoyed of that. It's more or less like
First earned run
all of this happened because fucking Harold Castro can't field the baseball.
faces the number 9 hitter, Gilberto Celestino.
Well, I guess he can field it. He can't throw.
Tuesday night in the series opener.
Yeah, I mean, we should. Yeah, I agree on that, though. All right, we should be able to get Celestino. He's been having a rough start.
Celestino.
Oh, the Twins are a problem, AJ. I'm just gonna let you know. They don't lose. They if they win this, they're on like a 6-game winning streak right now. They're incredibly lucky and very, very good with opportunity. If a small opportunistic window opens, these motherfuckers kick that thing open, and they every advantage they take advantage of.
Slowly down the third base line. They're going to let it go foul, but it stays fair.
Like that. It literally just dribbled down the fucking line and stayed fair.
For Minnesota, Celestino comes through.
Literally, a ball was just dribbling down the third base line, and most guys just let it go foul because that's literally the right move, and the Twins, it didn't go foul. It stayed fair.
Gonna come out and give his pitcher a little pep talk. Let's take another look at the ground ball, basically a swinging bunt. Harold Castro did not react quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, this is a prime example of the luck I was just describing.
That goes foul. See, this ball hits fair, and then it comes back into play. Stays right on the fair side.
Can't believe Ray's had no hits through 9. It happens, Daniel. That is. It's the right play by Willie, by the way.
Harold Castro kind of stuck in no man's land when he.
No, Daniel, he made the right play, actually. That was 100% the right play by Willie Castro. That's, you know what that is? The motherfucking unluckiest thing I've ever seen happen in a bit. That's the unluckiest thing for a third baseman is that play.
And you have to be ready.
Yeah, plus you have a base runner standing.
That's not. I'm not even mad at Harold Castro. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? The right play is let it go foul. Like, that's literally what you're like trained to do. You're like hardwired as a third baseman to like, that ball's foul. You let it go.
Fouls it away. Another 0-2 count.
Like, you just assume it's going to roll foul. Like 99.99% of other baseballs hit like that. And then that happens, and they get a goddamn run because there's 2 outs. Love it. 2-0 Twins in the bottom of the second. This is what I mean by they're lucky. This is that's super unfortunate.
First time up.
Yeah, I get the extras rule this season. I don't think it's in effect next year. And the only reason they voted to bring it back, it's like a thing they can vote in and out now. The extra inning rule. I think it's mainly a precaution because of the lack of a spring training.
2 strikes. There's our
Yeah, Miles. Yep, we just got to actually start cashing these runs in. Knuckleballers.
In the inning so far for Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. I feel like. Yeah, I agree. It's just like submarine pitchers or sidearm guys. I think it's all just a decoy.
reason Shep mentioned
It's a decent knuckleball, but I just consider it like,
is that's going to take him
I,
out of
I don't
any
know.
chance of
Is it like a weird fastball? Like
This is
like
all
what?
of a sudden
Like I know it's
let's
a.
hope he gets 7 to let's
I
hope
don't
he gets
know.
through the
It
first
feels like it was more prevalent in a
This is the
different era,
reality of what we're
where
doing
pitch
in
counts weren't a
baseball
big deal.
nowadays with the bullpens.
1-2 grounded wide to third in the hole. Baez gets the out at second base.
Ooh, that was close. Don't know why they didn't take that over to the third or over to first. When they play the Tigers, Juice. That Joe's or Juice? Yeah, Juice. More of a Tigers guy. But you guys have been beating us up the last couple. Well, the second game you guys beat us up. The first game that was just embarrassing on our end. Don't know how we sold the bag twice on one play. We had 2 outs. We had y'all dead to rights twice in one play, and we just shit the bed. Grossman, Baez, and Torkelson. Grossman, Baez, Torkelson here, 3, 4, and 5. The Tigers have straight up just been Amber Heard lately. Oh, you're good, Daniel. You're good. It's frustrating. I get it. But, I mean, again, I just view that play a little different. It's like, well, what are you going to do? Uh-oh. You're a Twins fan, but you like the Tigers? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've got no real ill will toward you guys. I think, like, of the division opponent, it always seems like we play you guys the least of just about anybody.
I ran the D5K at Comerica Park on May 7th. You run through the city streets, you finish on the Comerica Park field. Race packages include a shirt featuring your favorite Detroit teams and a Tigers package with a special ticket offer. For more info or to register, go to runsignup.com/IRAN the D. Always a great event for great causes. Here's Robbie Grossman.
That'll be ball 1 to Grossman.
It'll be Grossman, Baez, and Torkelson for the Tigers, who have left 5 men aboard through the first 2 innings.
You wonder how many chances will you get? You just kind of
1-1.
wasted a couple opportunities already in the first couple innings. Robbie Grossman wanted the Tigers with a hit, so maybe he can get it started here in the third.
Outside 2-1.
Outside 2-1.
Grossman singled in the first. And singles again.
And that'll be a base hit. 2 on, or well, a leadoff single here in the top of the third.
Leadoff man aboard for the second straight inning for Detroit.
Grossman's up with the runner at first, or Baez is up with the runner at first.
Tuesday night, Javi Baez at the plate late in the game, and the heroics came through right there. That was what you call
Golf that one.
on a swing. Sent it all the way into the bullpen.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer that just got nothing really came of that.
An exciting moment.
Yeah, that was an awesome moment. Celestino was in center field. I asked him the other day, did you think that was going on? He goes, no, too much of a line drive. He says, but I turn around and it was on me like that.
Yeah,
So
that
off the bat, what was it, 111, Jack, off the bat, something like that?
something more than I want to think about because I remember some of those.
109 off the bat of Baez. It got out quickly. Love to see that again.
Just like to see him put together a good inning here. Good start to this half inning.
just went.
Who do I think will win the World Series? I have no idea right now. Who do you got right now, Juice?
Your hitting coach always tells you.
Yeah, it has been quite the rebuild. It's been, what, a 5-6 year event?
Out of the zone. You try to hold up, but you can't. You're already committed too much.
It's 0-2 here, though, on Baez. You think it's Dodgers-Yankees this year, Daniel? Or Jays? Twins? That makes sense. They're your team. I think I had Blue Jays and or no, I had Astros, Blue Jays, and who the fuck else from the National League? Dodgers or potentially the Braves or Mets. I don't know. It's kind of early. I'm all over the place still, basically.
This cool weather, I think most managers are a little hesitant to get guys started in the base stealing department. They just don't want to risk the possible hamstring, all the leg injuries that can happen in this cold weather. They wonder if players are good and loose and can really exert that energy.
Strikes out for the first out here in the third. Yeah, the Brian Reynolds.
Not the Astros, you don't think so? Yeah, the White Sox could be really good too. They've been a problem. And Baez strikes out here, one away in the first. Now up is Torkelson with the runner at first in a 2-0 Twins lead. Top of the third.
Saw the depth of it. Javi will expand once in a while. We know that about him, and that one was well placed. Wasn't even hittable.
Here's Spencer Torkelson, who struck out in the first. And takes strike one. Fastball at 91 to make it 0-1. I bet for young hitters it's a fine line. Trying to be patient, and yet when you get a certain pitch, you'd like to jump on it. You just don't want to be always swinging at that first pitch, I suppose. There goes Grossman. Torkelson drive to center field. Celestine.
That'll be the second out of the inning. Grossman will have to go back to first because he took off. It was a hit and run. It's just Torque. I think people just call him Torque.
Your comment there, Chef, got me thinking, and I keep going back to the same thing. The game looks easy up here.
Yeah, I don't think anyone calls him Torquey.
We see things in slow motion that aren't slow motion, and hitting can be very, very simple from our point of view when we get to look at all the data that we get to watch the game by. In reality, we're talking hundredths of a second decision hitter after.
Anyway, 2 away here for Harold Castro with the runner at first, top of the third.
How far out of the zone is your comfort level? Can you still square up a ball 2 inches out of the zone, either side of the plate?
Call him Corky.
You know questions hitters have to know. You know, I give Torkelson credit. He's stayed within himself so far.
I think he's got the day off. Cabrera does.
A lot of the close calls, typical of rookies, right? You're not going to get those tight pitches. Umpires are testing you, and whether it's right or
So he's
wrong,
available to
maybe
come off the
some
bench
people
if
have
need
no
be,
time
anyway.
at home plate, and you won't have to worry about that anymore.
The Bringer of Rain is still the worst nickname ever.
For staying the course.
Whose nickname was the Bringer of Rain?
And he's so far shown that he's not willing to go.
Couple
beyond
pitch
that.
overs by Aubert.
Quick learner. A.J. Hinch has talked about his willingness to accept so much advice from the veterans and ask so many questions. As Harold Castro stands in with a man aboard.
Josh Donaldson's. That is a weird nickname.
Takes it outside 1-0. Robbie Grossman the other day on the home trip. He looked before he stepped in the box. He said to A.J. Hinch, "Is he ready?" Referring to Gregory Soto in the bullpen.
Cold weather? I don't know. It's up 48 degrees up by me. It's getting warmer and warmer. Not too bad.
To himself, now I can swing early in the count. If he wasn't ready, he was going to take some pitches. And right behind A.J. Hinch.
Sixers about. What's the? Who are they playing?
Learning through just paying attention.
Grossman was on the run.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be called that either. And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the third coming up. Tigers get a guy on, but do nothing with it. It'll be Correa, Arise, Urshela. Correa, Arise, or Urshela. I don't know if your guys' pitching is so good or if our hitting is just really, really bad, Juice. It's one or the other. Sixers, Raptors, 3-2. Uh-oh. Raptors storming back. But it'll be Correa, Arise, and Urshela. Bottom of the third, due up. Wouldn't that be cool if Baez did a backflip or a cartwheel, then a backflip like old Ozzie Smith? That would be pretty cool. I don't know if he can do that though. Isaiah Kiner Falafa is probably a better defender. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either though. I guess maybe the hitting hasn't been the best, but I have no idea why the Yankees did. Celtics or Bucks? I guess the Bucks. I don't know. Bucks seem really good. Like they could repeat. They got that big guy, Giannis, ankle poo-poos. So they're gonna be tough to stop. But bottom of the third coming up, 2-0 Twins lead. Correa, Rise, and Urshela. Yeah, they got Giannis. Ankle poo-poo.
Played 2.5 here in Minnesota. The Twins lead at 2-0. Derek Skubal will face Carlos Correa, Luis Arraez,
Or Antetokounmpo, or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, I'll be doing the draft, AJ.
All the scoring in this game so far came back.
Good chunk of it anyway.
Second inning started with an error and a walk, and both runs came in to score. So
The thing could potentially take up to like I don't even want to know what, like 6-7 hours. Hopefully it doesn't. But if everyone takes all 10 minutes, that's gonna be at least a 300-minute draft. What's up, Potato?
That way he knows how many pitches to take or whether he can swing early. Torkelson was right behind A.J. Hinch in the dugout, and A.J. Hinch turned to him and said, "Did you hear what he just asked me?" And Torkelson said, "Man, that's smart." It's one of the learning things for young players from veterans, even though they're not being told, they're observing.
1-1.
At the major league level.
2-1 on Correa.
Managers oftentimes
How you doing,
want those
Potato?
young guys in the dugout in those types of situations. It's payoff time for them.
All right, bottom of the third, 2-0 Twins lead. Here's the 2-1 to Carlos Correa. And it's a fly ball. Should be the first out of the inning, but you never know. All right, the first out.
One out here in the third. Down to our friend Johnny Kane. Johnny?
Better get some sleep. I'll be all right. For Josh Donaldson in the Donaldson deal. I thought it was in the Isaiah Kiner Falafa deal. So glad you fell asleep the other night. That was an ugly walk-off. Yeah, you probably didn't want to watch that 2 nights ago. That was bad. What else we got? Anyone that goes around calling themselves the bringer of rain.
I went to Lions practice last year. He said, "Man, those guys are no
Probably
joke."
Chris.
I said, I was like, yeah, no, definitely not. I said, they're
You would hope that's his own
different
nickname
upstairs and
that he
baseball
just
players.
came up with
He said,
himself.
"Athletically,
Everyone's like, why is that your nickname, Josh? It's because I said
that's the
so.
part of it, the mindset. I don't like getting hit."
He was catching footballs off the jugs gun a year ago, wasn't he? In
Yeah, he
Allen
was.
Park? Yeah.
So I'm saying he can play. The quickness is there, the movement's there, the physique is there. But if you don't like getting hit, that's probably not your sport.
Yeah.
So he made the right call.
Suddenly you see the second version of Ronnie Lott coming across the middle of the field.
That walk-off, yeah, that's embarrassing. Bad decision-making.
I always thought, I could throw a football 80 yards when I was a kid. Figured I
John
could
Boy should make a video about
defensive line.
about the Yankees being dirty cheaters just like the Astros.
Greatest scrambler ever, because I'm not letting these guys.
2 away, bottom of the third.
Version of Fran Tarkenton, huh? Back in the day.
You know what team still hasn't been accused of cheating like all these other filthy cheating mongrel teams?
That's what Tarek
The Tigers, the cleanest team in the MLB. Thank you.
Second inning that saw him need
You don't see the Tigers needed to cheat to win these last few years because we haven't been winning.
Gio Urshela, who really started things in the second. The error by
Big brain, high IQ
the
shit.
Third put him on board, then a walk after a couple of strikeouts, a couple of RBI singles, and that's why Minnesota leads at 2-0.
Yeah, I don't care about cheating, Chris. I just am calling out hypocrites.
2-0 to Urshela.
Miggy is hitting his 3,000th, and the Tigers are winning 13-0, being a game behind 500.
Just needs to
Your memory?
boys back in the dugout.
Shadow, what's up, man? What's up, Joe?
I mentioned the other night during the broadcast,
It's Scooball versus O'Bear.
to honor Thurman Munson. I asked him,
It's a shadow.
catcher. He said, "Yeah, but I learned about Munson in New York. and the charity work that he did. So I wanted to.
I just don't like the hypocrisy of some people who pretended like what the Astros did
It's important for us
was the worst thing that's ever happened in the sport of baseball. And now those same exact people,
and I thought, you know what? Good for you.
like John Boy, who like basically called the Astros the scum of the earth, are basically now just going, oh, it's not that big a deal what the Yankees did. Everyone was doing it. It's not that big a deal.
Up the middle, but on a hop for
Yeah, but you literally said cheating was like the worst thing ever, and they deserve to have all their wins stripped, their team sold, all of the players executed summarily by military tribunals, the coaches all strung up and hide and quartered, the owners thrown off a bridge with bullets in their brains. That's the way people were talking about the Astros, like they had done some sort of gross treason against the country by stealing some signs. But the media to the Yankees is like, yeah, it's not that big a deal. it's just cheating in baseball. So what? Really? Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. At least all these Astros fans that were treated like devils for 3 years. It's a little weird. I don't know. I called that happening. Oh, yeah, Astros killed everybody. Astros literally went around throwing babies off buildings, basically. But, like, the Yankees and Red Sox who did the same thing, it wasn't that big a deal. Whatever, who cares? Everybody was doing it, dude. It's not that big a deal if everyone's cheating, basically. Yeah, well, then why was it a big deal the Astros did it then? Yeah, they did it worse. Oh, my fucking God. That's called being controlled by sports media, you fucking idiots. Yeah, everyone cheats, dude. It's baseball. They all cheat. Why do you think almost every pitcher in baseball got shittier last year? By magic? What happened? All of a sudden, they banned the sticky cheating substance, and all the pitchers got worse, except for like 5 of them. Wonder what the big secret is. Why is everybody no longer throwing fucking 98-mile-an-hour splitters and shit? What?
For the best coverage in the game, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. And a hats off or a
Yeah, I wish Detroit teams were a little more dishonest. It'd be a lot more bearable to watch. Cheaters never win. Have you seen all the Super Bowls the Patriots have?
School, maybe taking the half day and
I always challenge people when they tell me cheaters never win. It's like, oh, the Astros did in 2017, and the Patriots built 2 dynasties off cheating. I've been led to believe. So, cheating in sports 100% results in wins. I don't know what to tell anybody. I have yet to see an example of cheating not resulting in winning, except for hilariously now in the case of the New York Yankees. Ha! They're the only motherfuckers that cheated and just didn't win from it. That's some embarrassing shit. Even the Red Sox cheated and got a World Series during all that time. Yankees tried cheating for a few years and just couldn't get anything going.
Pitchers to be able to do that one was up in the zone.
They even had systems on the road in place according to that letter.
Fastball, will he throw a slider?
They still couldn't get her going. That's pretty bad. 1-2 on Jonathan Scope now. 2-0 Twins lead in the top of the 4th. Tigers struggling to get runs anyway this game. They've had base runners in every inning. They've collected 4 hits, walked a couple times. Let's see if they can get anything going. Fouled that pitch away.
Backup slider there.
You know, one thing the Tigers could use is a bit of a power surge. Not anybody in this goddamn team's been hitting it deep.
That's a base hit to left for
Hey.
Boy, Correa made a similar play
There we
like
go.
that last night, but couldn't come up with it on the back.
Your thoughts on baseballs this year? Home runs are down this year. Yeah, I think they went to a ball that's less juiced, Joe. I think I remember seeing an article about that. They're using like the less juiced baseballs right now.
Right.
This is what it looks like.
In this view, let's take a look.
The problem for me is I suck at cheating and I suck at
Where
stealing
that ball
too.
ended up relative to his glove. Yesterday,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's not advisable, but like stealing signs isn't cheating. It's just, it's like cheeky cheating.
that went right up
Blue
into
Jays had a mystery man in the white T-shirt who was at second row at center field. The man in the white T-shirt. It's right out of the Sherlock Holmes book.
He struck out his first time up.
Tigers need Nelson Cruz, or the Twins do.
With a shortstop
Scope, the
like
former Twin, yeah.
Aurora Baez, you almost
Vlad.
expect them to make the play.
Yeah, he's on his MVP quest after he got cheated out by that man who pitches and fields
So you're almost
and hits.
surprised
Well,
that he
hits and
doesn't
pitches. He
make it.
doesn't really field.
Quite the compliment to
Not
him.
well, anyway. There's the first out of the inning, unless they fuck up.
Celestino has it.
And they didn't. One away.
Now the number 9 hitter, Willie Castro.
Well, he had a good at bat, drawing a walk his last time up, worked the count well, was able to lay off that high fastball when he needed to earn the walk. See if maybe that bat will lead to successful plate appearance here.
They play him to pull. Urshela in on the grass at third base.
1-0.
Only infielder on the left side of the infield. He's backed up just a little bit onto the skin of the infield. A lot of players very complimentary of this infield, by the way. Fouls it back.
What's up, Neil? Yeah, really nice day. Really nice day. It's probably just under 50 in Minnesota, it looks like.
It looks darker than most infields. Except
Guys aren't like blowing into their hands for
it's a
warmth.
certain type of clay slash.
Someone won the Powerball today for 450 million.
They say it's a lot like
Sheesh.
Comerica Park and how it feels.
But what's up, Neil? How you doing?
They're all so good today.
You're here to summon the bats. Hopefully they get going.
The 1-1. Tapped foul.
1 and 2 now for Willie Castro.
Playing golf at your local favorite public course or getting an invite to the Masters. I mean,
In Arizona.
these major league
Wonder how much
golfers
money
are
$450 million in Arizona is. Do you think like
I wish I got an invite.
that's like double what it's actually worth in like say like
Keep away.
another state, like more
but he
expensive
didn't like
state?
me.
Like is your spending power more in Arizona than elsewhere?
Oh, keep out. There's a reason they have that
Yeah.
at the Masters.
You probably have to say a bit like to the baseball guys. They probably only speak like
Been there, you'll never
Slovakian, so you have to learn how to say that in in the Slovak languages.
Now the 1-2 to Castro.
There you go.
To left field, sinking. And grabs
2 away in the inning.
So excited jumping in there.
Top of the 4th, 2 down, runner at first.
Now a message
Now up
from
his hill.
Valley House.
Yeah, they only speak in signals. You're gonna have to learn sign language to get that call off to him.
Tiger style with your favorite brands and throwback designs. Rally House has gear for every fan.
Oh, I'm gonna reset my phone real
Tigers gear
fast.
right there. 2 away here in the 4th. Here's Derek Hill.
All right, here's Hill now with 2 away, runner at first, top of the 4th.
He's flown out and walked.
Boy, Detroit's hitters just look like they're on the wrong plane. They are missing hittable pitches. Yeah, I know. Stop. I really don't know what they're gonna do. I just gotta kind of hope that they like click out of it and just kind of get their head straight. But
They currently live in Iowa, Des Moines.
I don't know. We're starting to get to 20 games in, and they can't hit the shit at all. Like they
Let's chat with them. How much they enjoy the opportunity to come see their
I'm really hoping they start hitting here in the next week, or else I'm gonna really probably actually start getting very worried about this.
swing and a miss. 0-2.
You've been playing the Powerball, been losing every time. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever win something like that. Seems astronomically impossible to win. Yeah.
There goes Jonathan Scope. And it's a balk by Bailey Ober.
Oh, they balk.
He surprised him.
Jonathan Scope took off and Bailey O'Boyer balked, so Jonathan Scope will get second no matter what. It should be ball 1 too. Yeah, they'll get it going. Again, the lack of spring training really, I think, hurt a few guys. So hopefully that's more to do with it than anything, and they get going as the season goes.
Something
Yeah, balks are funny, especially at the major league level, especially like this, because he was set to go to home. Yeah, that's a balk. Yep. Good job by Scope there. Good heads-up play.
Yeah, every umpire was screaming, "That's a balk."
I think the broadcast itself is a Tigers rant video here.
Puts
What,
the
am I
runners in
being
position
negative?
now.
I'm not being too negative about the Tigers right now. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say I was anyway.
They've had at least one runner in scoring position. Up high, it's 2-2.
Yeah, stop. I'm hoping you're right on that. I think the cold weather, a lack of confidence, very hard opponents early in the season, lack of spring training, just a few things kind of compiled on them to where it's like a kind of a tough hole to get out of early in the season. Hey, we're up to 20. Oh wow, we're up to 29 likes. I appreciate you guys. That's crazy. I didn't expect to see that many. Thank you very much. You're all too kind.
2-2. Ripped.
Hey, a base hit. That'll get a run in.
Hit. That's an RBI.
All right, there we go. Scope's heads up running gets us into second, and now it'll be 2-1.
Continues to have Bailey Ober's number. It's his third hit.
Yeah, I try not to be too mad with sports.
Fastball up. It was a similar pitch to what he got before. Actually, a little.
All right, we pick up a run. Good job, Derek Hill. RBI, 2-out piece of, nice little 2-out hitting.
Correa to his left. Scope can kind of jog on in.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They scored a run. Once Candy and Scope get it going and line up. Yeah, I think so, Void. They just really got to get things going here.
Got him to second base, and there's the 2-out hit the Tigers have been needing.
Uh-oh.
Some one run closer.
I wonder if O'Bear is hurt. Hell yeah, Daniel. All right, Tigers are down by 1 now. It's 2-1. Twins lead. Oh, O'Bear's leaving.
I don't know if it was on the balk or if it was on that.
I think he hurt himself on that balk, by the way.
He's out. Minnesota needs their bullpen.
100%, Neil.
A new game thanks to Derek Hill's RBI single here in the fourth. It's 2-1 Minnesota.
Derek Hill's on his goat shit right now. Tigers' shutout streak has officially come to a close. Meadows will come in, be batting against whoever the new pitcher is. So it'll be a commercial break. O'Bear is leaving the game. I think he's got some kind of injury. He'll last 3 2/3, giving up just a run. But it'll be, he's got another runner over at first base. I don't know. I think he went on his bulk. He turned around weird and hurt himself. And maybe we can get to their bullpen a little bit here. Whatever it takes to win, sports, politics, business, I definitely can be bribed, and I don't care if it's a family member. By the way, no such thing as stealing signs when you can use them as a decor. Hell yeah, Kirk. I like that mindset. Yeah, very early in the game. Yes, sir. Plus, we've also got Alex Faedo. So, you remember the trade for Justin Verlander? I believe Alex Faedo was a part of that, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we picked up a young, hot prospect, very top-tier kind of guy in Alex Faedo. And he went 5 innings in his minor league debut, struck out 8, gave up 4 hits, no runs in 5 innings. Very promising start from Mr. Faedo, who's been dealing with a lot of injuries. I don't know. I think he's expected to only miss a start or 2, but they're not sure because he's dealing. It's all soreness. And the Tigers are pretty careful with soreness. Yeah, made it a game anyway. Meadows will be up with the runner at first and 2 away. Number 2 hitter in the lineup. Oh shit, this guy. Cody Stashik. Stashik. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a soda.
Tigers have 6 hits. They pulled to within 1 thanks to a clutch 2-out RBI single from Derek Hill here in the 4th on a chilly and cloudy day in Minnesota as the Tigers try and salvage one of the 3-game series here with the Twins before they head to L.A. Down to Johnny Kane.
Yes, sir. Well, I remember back in August 2018, it was before Jack was working with us full time, but I remember the Twins had honored him shortly after his Hall of Fame announcement. And I remember Dave Winfield was here, Paul Mauder, of course, and They were so proud of their St. Paul brother. We're going to make Jack our Chevy strongest player. You look back to the 1991 season here with Minnesota, 18-12 mark at 343.
But they're about to have a new pitcher. It's still top of the fourth here. It's top of the fourth, 2-1 Twins lead. Tigers have a runner at first and 2 away with Austin Meadows up at the plate. Steshak's in the pitch.
That's what I always think of whenever we come back to this ballpark, and I know it means a little something to you.
Yeah, and hey Kirk, most the batting average around the league is about 230. Most teams aren't scoring or hitting for shit this year.
We made you pay for it, but we don't have to go back.
There's like, I don't know, 4 teams that are breaking the rule on that.
I wish I could be that good here. But
Have no idea, Joe. Have no idea. I don't even know if they're going to draft. They might trade out of the pick.
It's crazy. When we were there,
I don't know.
we ran into Mike Anger, who's your high school catcher.
It's the fun of being a Patriots fan on draft needs. You never know what they're going to do.
He thought that you were as good, if not
Yeah, the offense has been awful, yeah. But that's most of baseball. It's kind of hard to determine what the if the Tigers are actually just like bad at offense or if they're experiencing what most of the MLB is experiencing.
that was the hardest part of my change.
And I think a lot of their problems feel compounded because they're also an incredibly young offense. So there is kind of like that on top of like a lack of exposure to hitting so far. And I also think that they have a number of veterans who don't really typically hit till about May.
That's a good flashback, though. What do you remember most about '91? What made it?
Yeah, that was one of the worst losses I've ever seen because it was embarrassing. But yeah,
Before in Detroit, I remembered about '91, and I was lucky enough to remember
it happens.
a couple times in Toronto too. It's really about the energy. That
I'm not really too worried about. I don't know. The offense seems sparky, like it'll eventually get going. Because that's, I don't know. It's most of the league that can't hit. Offense is all the way down, home runs down, batting average down, hits down. In some cases by significant amounts. And we had like fucking 5 no-hitters at this point last year, it felt like.
Cabrera said after he collected 3,000 to the Red
So it's not like at a lack of good pitching. It's like been,
we got to keep winning, and you'll get a real feel for what.
I think the hitting has just been exceptionally bad across the league.
Detroit is so special in that way, Shep. We all know that. We're all
And I think that that really weird lack of like half a spring trading messed some guys up. Yep. I think we just discovered that baseball spring training is completely necessary.
And running into so many people who wanted pictures with Jack Morris, and Jack was very kind to oblige each one of them. Cody Stashak is now.
Stashak's in to finish the game for Aubert.
Derek Hill, a base-stealing threat at first, and 2 outs.
Hill's at first with 2 away. Top of the fourth, it is 2-1
Good
Twins.
things from their right-handed reliever.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll get going, Woods. I think they'll get going. It's way too early to kind of be like, eh. But again, around 20 games, you might be looking at it going, all right, well, time to start hitting you guys. And you'd be right. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
pass that along as soon as we get word.
Cody Clemens? I don't know. He plays for AAA. I don't know what he's doing.
Stashak to face Austin Meadows to start.
I don't really follow minor leagues too much. I know that the Mudhens are tearing the shit out of the baseball.
Stashak features fastball.
Are we on our way to 40 already?
92,
Sheesh.
89 to 92. He's got
35. I appreciate that, everybody. Very kind.
That's anywhere from 80 to 81 to 84.
Zach Short hit like a grand slam yesterday. I think almost 2 of them. He went like 3 for 3 with 2 home runs, a grand slam, 7 RBIs, and a walk.
First, and it was right there, but Derek Hill barely snuck under the.
And then we'll call Zach Short up. And Zach Short will come up and hit 110 with 1 home run and never get and have somehow 0 RBIs despite having a home run. The dude is awful at this level.
Meadows with the 9 RBI.
I don't understand how that works. Like, he's like the king of. I've often said they need to make one more group of AAA guys. It's called like quadruple A. Because it seems like there's this weird thing that happens for some guys where it just does not, like, they go down to AAA and they turn back, like there's Zach Short. All they do is just hit bombs and like they just can't get out. And then they come up to the majors and hit like 100.
Foul. Played 0-2.
Yeah, Woods. That's Scope's one of those guys. Candelario's one of those guys. Grossman's probably one of those guys. Cabrera's one of those guys. I don't know much about Baez, but he strikes me as the season goes, he gets better guy.
The fact that it was located up and in.
That's pretty much all of our veterans that hit like that.
Meadows, who we all know is a great hitter.
0-2 here on Meadows.
Hands only. There was no lower body. There was no way he's going to drive that ball. He's just trying to flip his hands through the zone just to foul it off and stay alive. That's all because it's well located. You don't have to throw the ball 100 miles an hour to be a successful pitcher.
They're going really hard inside on him.
Pulled to right, and that's down for a base hit.
I was just saying, like, as he gets a base hit there, it's like, well, that was a really weird, like, decision to just throw him inside like that. He just smoked it down the right field line. Isak Paredes, yeah, Paredes couldn't hit at all. Yeah. Paredes was another guy like that, though, who tore it up in the minors hitting and just can't do it at the AAA or at the major league level. It was very strange.
Good focus there by Meadows on the breaking ball. Drops in over Ariza's head.
Beats the shift.
But what it does now is put.
All right, well, we'll have runners at the corners and 2 away. Good chance to tie the game up. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, Daniel, but it is what it is.
One out, but Robbie Grossman comes up with 2 hits already in this game.
Yeah, no, I get the difference, but it's just like, boy, oh boy, there seems to need to be a fourth league between the two then, because the gap is makes AAA seem useless.
To the shortstop side of second base. I wonder if Robbie's.
You know what I mean? If that happens to make any kind of sense.
Right in here, that if he can hit the ball anywhere close to that area on a line, it's going to be an automatic run, tie the game.
All right, here's Grossman, who could use a hit.
Hitters have tendencies, and that's why
He's 1 for 2 today with a walk.
you can just let it travel a little bit more, or have a ball that's away from
Or no, the wrong guy. He's Grossman's 2 for 3 or 2 for 2 today.
the pitch, and you just
Normally he's at the top of the lineup, but that's Hill.
get the result you're looking for.
1-1 to Grossman. As Jack mentioned, he has singled a couple of times, once in the first and once in the third.
A base hit here would be big. 1-1 to Grossman.
For the Tigers, thanks to Derek Hill's RBI.
2 on, runners at the corners.
RBI of the year.
2 out. Top 4. Tigers trail by a run. It's 2-1.
Close game being played right now, and Robbie steps out. You know, he can go.
Well,
ahead
I
and
can't
go
read
free
that.
with it.
Even when we were dominant, we weren't. Yeah, I mean, we'd never been a good April team anyway.
I don't know if that was throw.
If the
over.
Tigers win, you get lots of views. Yeah, I mean, I have lots of views right now, I would say. 37 likes, 44 people watching. Somewhere in there. I'm doing pretty happy with that.
Second base, maybe that's part of it for Stashak.
1-1 here.
Meadows to get that kind of lead.
They're pretty obsessed with the base runners right now.
To second base.
Outside 2-1 to Grossman.
This is one of those rare moments where if you really get this down right, you can execute a double steal and see if they take the throw down a second.
At bat for Grossman in his career against Cody Stashak.
And if the catcher does go up to throw, then you just send fucking Hill all the way home, and he scores with ease. He's quick enough. What's up, Jacob? Kind of a double steal delay move. Twins are expecting it, by the way, 2-2.
Twins off defense is playing him straight away in the outfield. I mean, it's as straight away as we see in today's game.
Catcher's in pop and throw mode. He's kind of half sitting on Austin going, which he should have.
Got to be looking for a breaking ball here if I'm Robbie. He's throwing nothing but fastballs away from me, right? And that's usually to
Go
set up
Warriors.
a
Oh,
backward
sheesh.
slider. See if he'll maybe swing over, hit the ball on the ground right where they want him to. And
Anyway, runners at the corners, 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count, 2-1 Angels lead. Or not Angels, Twins. I don't know who the fuck I'm looking at. I think I just seen the red there and like the odd looking logo and went, oh, it's the Angels. And
The 2-2 in the air to right field.
drop it.
Kepler is under
Error. Nope.
But the Tigers do score a run on 3 hits.
Well, at least we got a run in that inning.
Pulled to within a run in Minnesota as we head to the home half of the 4th.
Derek Hill's trying. He's super valuable to us. I'd rather, again, I'm starting to kind of lean more toward being a Derek Hill than an Nikhil Badu guy. I think if Derek Hill got consistent plate time, I think he'd actually be a pretty good little major leaguer. And stick him in like right field at Comerica Park. That's actually not a bad thing because with how big right field is, and with Riley Green coming, that's a pretty formidable right side of the outfield. Then, obviously with Meadows and left, it is what it is. As you can tell, my plan also means that we just get rid of Grossman too, because he can't field anymore. But hey, if he's gonna hit fucking damn near 300, I'll be fine with Robbie Grossman playing. I don't expect much out of Robbie. I expect him to get on base. And if he's going to hit 300 or just about anywhere from 270 or better, I can deal with the defense. Garlick, Kepler, and Jeffers. Garlick, Kepler, Jeffers here in the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It'll be Garlick, Kepler, and Jeffers. Yeah, we'll be doing a draft tonight. Yeah, we got the draft tonight. We'll be covering it. It's like, nah, the NFL is overrated. We don't cover football here. That's a barbaric sport. We're a baseball channel now. Garlick, Kepler, and Jeffers for the Twins. Bottom of the fourth.
The Tigers' 10th annual Pink Out the Park event is Friday, May 13th, when the Tigers host the Baltimore Orioles. Ticket packages include a game ticket, pink hat, and a donation to breast cancer research. It's all on sale right now. Go to tigers.com/pink for your seats today. Into the bottom of the fourth. That was a long.
All right, here we go.
First pitch swinging into the shift. Diving play made by Scope from his knees.
Wow, what a nice play by Jonathan Scope.
Outmade, dynamic play at both ends.
Yeah, I wouldn't be betting on the Tigers at all.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm more of a basketball guy too, Daniel. They put the ball in the hoop, and it's a dunking hoop. It's a pretty good call, right? That was someone shooting a free throw. A dunking hoop.
Another great receiving end by Torkelson on the other end.
Now you're going to be hyper pissed. Why? When the Steelers draft Kenneth Walker III? I don't care who the Lions draft. They go Hutchinson and Nakobe Dean. That's probably their best bet, but I doubt Nakobe Dean's available at 32, so probably Hutchinson, Daxton Hill, or a receiver like Christian Watson. But, I don't know. Probably get him at 34 just fine. Just all depends on what's available for their later pick, but I think they should take Hutchinson if he's there. I think taking the J.J. Watt-esque, Bosa-esque player is probably the move to go.
Baez on the charge. It's an easy play for him.
2 away here in the top or bottom of the fourth.
Here in the fourth for Tarek Skubal.
Yeah. Now up is Jeffers.
Now a chance to do the same here with Jeffers coming up.
No chance. That's what you got.
That's pretty impressive considering how
No
long
chance
he
in
sat
heck.
For the top half of the fourth.
I was watching our camera.
You hoping to get Willis?
Dugout. Tarek was moving around. He was moving his arm. He was trying to stay loose.
What you talking about, Willis? That guy?
Have to do in these
Gary
couple
Coleman?
days. You don't want your body temperature to cool at all. You don't want those muscles to stiffen up. You want to keep up that lather.
Is that who Malik Willis is? Is he the little kid from that show? Is he the one that Gary would always look at and be like, what are you talking about, Willis? Is that like who Malik? Is that the hype around this kid?
And is quickly ahead 0-2.
You can see that Tarek's rhythm has gotten quite a bit better here.
For sure, all these quarterbacks stink, though. I wouldn't want any of them. I'd rather just draft offensive linemen if I was a Steelers fan, have a bad year, and then be able to get my hands on one of the guys next year, like Bryce. Was it Bryce Miller or some shit from Alabama? And hey, 1, 2, 3, go the Twins. Let's go to the top of the fifth. Screwball is slicing and dicing. It'll be Baez, Torkelson, and Harold Castro. Baez, Torkelson, and Castro. Baez, Torkelson, and Harold Castro. Top of the fifth due up. It'll be or coming up rather. It'll be 2-1 in favor of the Twins. Yeah, Ghost. It's the lack of timely hitting is the problem now. So now, I don't know. Hopefully we can just get some runs here. We just gotta get some quick runs. Just please 2 more runs and then just get out of this game. I don't even care if we win 3-2 and it looks ugly all the way through. You know, it's like, all right, cool. A dub's a dub. We needed it. By the way, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're up at 39 likes. I appreciate that. Looks like we'll hit past 40. It's twice the like goal that I usually set, so thank you very much. We're just waiting for the top of the 5th to get underway here. It'll be Baez, Torkelson, and Harold Castro. 2-1 Twins lead, top of the 5th coming up. I'm assuming Stashak will still be pitching. You know, I don't really see the reason as to why he still wouldn't be. Unless they only brought him in for a half inning. I gotta check my email really quick.
Sign up for the virtual race and we'll send you
no, I don't think Cabrera gets another 1,000 hits. That's pretty unlikely.
For more information or to register, go to runsignup.com/.
He might get pretty close to like 3,100.
Run it anywhere you want. You could run it along the Mississippi here. That would be fine too. Javi Baez will lead off the Tigers 5th, and then it'll be Spencer Torkelson and Harold Castro in a 2-1 Minnesota game. Into the top of the 5th. Tigers have left 8 men on base. That's as many as they left in the first 2 games combined. Plenty of chances so far here today.
5 more innings of baseball at least.
1-1 to Baez, who has singled and struck out.
Here's the pitch.
Big cut
1-2 for Baez. I hope Pujols gets 700. That'd be pretty sweet. What's he need? 21 still? Is he at 681 right now? Or did he get to 682 recently?
Started his collegiate career at Cumberland County.
Because he's at 19, I think, right now, which is nice. Not bad. Or, yeah, what, 682?
The 1-2.
Ah. Baez got caught. Chased the ugly one. Douche.
For the second time
I don't know what he's jawing about. He fucking swung and missed at that.
Javi just thinks that he can expand the zone. That ball's 1.5 feet outside. He's never going to get to that one. The one before that was maybe
681. Oh, 19 to go. He should get pretty close.
Continue to make him expand the zone away.
1 out for Spencer Torkelson.
20 home runs at his age ain't going to be easy, though.
Outside 1-0. Torkelson, a strikeout victory.
Baez. Or just stop swinging at crazy-ass pitches the way he does. But again, that's the drawback of a free swinger. Sometimes you get where he hits line shot home runs into center field. Or sometimes he's...
left field.
Just missed it. Damn. Flew out to the warning track, Torque did.
A long second out here in the 5th.
Damn. That was close to tying the game. Now up is Harold Castro with 2 away in the top of the 5th.
Or the baseballs themselves, or a
gave it a ride. That's for certain.
Here today as they did when we saw some warmer temperatures.
I think you're onto something, Shep. You just didn't put it right on. How about the cold baseballs?
Yeah, right.
You know, when they're in a little, probably a bag somewhere in the Twins' dugout, and they're sitting outside, and it's not heated. You know, they come out of a temperature-controlled environment.
Sounds like somebody's mowing outside.
They can get cold. I remember.
Brady's gonna play till 60, probably. 0-1 on Harold Castro here.
That when it's cold.
Yeah. It's a chalky feel to it. A lot of pitchers have told us. Chalky feel. Harold Castro to right.
Hey, little 2-out single here from Harold Castro, who's got his, 3rd hit of the day?
And he's shaking his hands because he's feeling that, right?
He did that his first.
2nd hit of the day for Castro. So 2 on and 2 out, or 1 on, 2 out for Harold Castro. Here's Jonathan Scope now with 2 on or 1 on and 2 out. Sorry, I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Result. Well, does Detroit have any 2-out magic here? Kind of got the blooper there.
Another multi-hit game for Harold Castro. Here's
Hey, 40 likes. I appreciate that. Very, very kind.
Detroit's lone run in the 4th. Big swing and a miss. The key
So
for
1 on Scope.
controlling the zone and pitch selection.
Come on, Scope. Ah,
Picks it up behind first.
that'll be an out.
He's got it. Tigers leave another runner. It's still
Bottom of the 5th coming up.
on Valley Sports.
It'll be Larnack, Celestino, and Polanco. Larnack, Celestino, and Polanco. One more time. Larnack, Celestino, Polanco. Bottom of the 5th coming up. 2-1. Twins lead. I don't know. Tigers are just they're. I mean, they have 8 hits. They just can't fucking seem to string them together at all. Like, we'll get 1 or 2 hits an inning. How's that? It's like, it's not what we meant by offense, you guys. You can score them. You got to score the runs now. It's like, sheesh. First they want us to get hits. Now they want us to get the hitters in and score them. It's quite the expectations on an offense. Like, you're not just fine with just getting the hits? Anyway. Excuse me. At least we're not shut out, right? Like, that's always good. Doing big things, you know, scoring runs, keeping up with other teams. Pitching pretty good. Yeah, you're the only one talking. Cabrera with the go. Hopefully. Screwball at 61 pitches through 4 innings, basically.
The Twins scored their 2 runs right here in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, that 2nd inning killed him.
6 pitches is all he needed. That can really make up some ground and give the.
Hopefully we get another quick inning here, and this guy's in good shape heading into the 6th inning. But bottom of the 5th, 2-1. Twins lead.
Here in the Minnesota.
Strike 1 to Larnack. Larnack, Celestino, and Polanco, 8, 9, and 1.
For the Twins, they've been able to take advantage of the lone Tiger error. 1 run, 8 hits for Detroit.
That'll be strike 2. Nasty pitch there. Hey, yo.
Trevor Larnach, Gilberto Celestino, and Jorge Polanco.
Some lurkers? Yeah, I mean, they could be working at school, doing their own thing, you know, Daniel. I don't mind. I'm glad they're tuning in. 1 and 2 count.
Swing there with that last pitch right on the black, but Monarch was able to lay off of that one.
The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2 now.
2 and 2.
Larnach is the designated hitter for the Twins.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Had an RBI single
Yeah,
in
Screwball's
the
been
7th.
great. I just hope we can get through this inning relatively quickly here, just because he's already had a number of pitches.
Off-speed pitches. When you see him timing up your off-speed pitch, that's when you got to quicken him up and kind of straighten him up with a fastball.
Up the middle. What range
Ah,
by Baez, but no
he doesn't
throw.
got it. He couldn't make the play. He like fielded it, but he wasn't able to make a clean play over.
Hobby's all right
And I hope he didn't hurt himself there.
on that dive. He's wincing a little bit.
Yeah, I seen that Acuna's making his debut. Acuna.
Still in there.
All right, he's good to go.
Scooble will give him a little bit of time to.
All right, leadoff single then for the Twins. Now up will be Celestino with the runner at first.
The center fielder who squares to bunt and lays down a good one. Harold Castro on the charge, and he throws it behind.
Dog, that's twice now by Castro.
And inside move and a safe signal called by the second base umpire. Larnach barely got back.
Javi's wanting to challenge it, or at least have his guys look at it.
Yeah.
They're going to challenge that at second base.
Let's take a look at it.
Terrible job again by Harold Castro throwing the ball over to third. I don't understand it. Marlins game, another player this week to take one to the coconut. Ew.
For a first baseman to reach with his
Hopefully
right
not.
up the line. That's when they can really torque it. Let's take a look right here. Well-placed bunt. Celestino can run a little bit. To throw up the line, that could have got Torkelson hurt right there. Smart heads up, back up there by Scope, throws it to Baez at second.
Oh, the guy at second might actually be safe here.
So we're going to have to take a look at the play at second. Now Teeter's out there to check on Baez. There you can see how far up the line it was. It actually hits Celestino. We see it there on that replay. See Scope backing up this play. Here's the throw to second base.
All right, here we go. I'm watching.
Oh, face plant. I mean, what haven't we seen?
I mean, he's safe.
This is going to give us a lot better angle. This should show us.
Oh! Hold on, go back a little bit.
I'm not sure he got him before that hand.
All right, he's safe. Okay.
It's got to show.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. You can't be throwing up near the head.
So I think this one may stand as called.
Yep, looks like he's safe. Okay.
From what I might.
All right, it'll be 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 5th here.
Well, John Tumpane, the second base umpire, was right there.
Yeah, good call at second. He's out. He's safe.
Had the proper perspective, but Larnach, with, as you mentioned, the face plant, reaches with his right and then swims his way with the left around the back of the bag.
One more look, see if you can see anything.
They could, Jacob. They could also go quarterback. Runner safe. That's what I thought. I don't know, Chris. I don't really drink beer. It looks like those cup beers are pretty well liked.
Tigers now without a challenge after losing.
If you mean branding, I don't know. Bud, Coors.
Officially scored as a sacrifice and an error on Harold.
There's also Miller you could get your hands on. I'm pretty sure. Probably some Guinness.
Top of the order now.
What's up, Max? Top of the order for the Twins. It's Polanco now with 2 on and nobody out.
When the Twins scored their 2 runs in the second, the first 2 runners reached, and then Scooble buckled down, got a couple of strikeouts before a couple of singles. Another
They show bunt.
Barnhart.
And he throws it away.
Polanco.
And that'll get a run
Is
in.
that interference when the runner kicks it? Tommy Watkins, the third base coach for the Twins, holds up Larnach, our third base anyway.
Guardians have
so
lost
there
6
was
in a
no
row.
advance.
Yeah, I know that feeling, Max.
My goodness.
And nobody can make a single play.
Now you're taught as a catcher and as a first baseman to throw it up the line on the inside part. This one gets away, hits Polanco right in the back. Torkelson's arm's going to fall off. They keep this up.
Why can't they make one good throw up to fucking third? Oh my god, dude. I thought this guy was a Gold Glover.
Same play, only this one an error on the catcher.
Third error of the day for Detroit. That'll test the mindset of a pitcher, won't it?
Well, now you got
1-0.
Blade, who's been pretty quiet here in this series, but you just don't want to make a
1-1.
Infield's going to play double play depth at second base. Both the first baseman and third baseman are close to the grass.
Yep, Ghost. This is, you're right.
On their respected base.
Gold Glove my ass. Yeah, I know, Joe.
Concede a run here.
I hope not, Juice. I hope not.
Do you concede the run and try for the natural double play at second base?
Here's the 1-1 to Correa.
First here on this one. Now you've hit the runner twice running up the
2-1.
So if it's hit to home,
Yeah. I mean, where the hell is
you gotta
Dylan
make sure
Dingler?
if you're Barnhart that you throw it inside the line at first base.
Dylan Dingler is going to have to be an express call-up. 2-1.
2-1 to Correa.
Fouled it away. 2-2. Hey, maybe we can get a strikeout here.
What a strikeout.
Yeah, strikeout would be ideal.
Or probably Ramirez, Bieber, Emmanuel Clace, and Owen Miller right now. Yeah. I did when I was in high school.
Another one of those ugly innings so far for the Tigers. Twins getting the benefit here. Good
Didn't
block.
chase. 2-2 it
Barnhart,
remains.
But now 3-2 to Correa.
So what do you throw one of the best hitters in the game, bases loaded, nobody out? I got to believe he's going to either throw a fastball up and away.
I was a pitcher mainly.
Chases, or he's going to throw another quality curveball.
Daniel,
trying to
wake
pick
up.
The outside corner.
Oh, Daniel was up.
I think Barnhart's calling for a ball inside. Let's see if he shifts. No, he stays.
Here's a full
inside.
count.
Drive to left. And Willie Castro.
And that was just, I don't know what the fuck Willie Castro was doing.
And then he drops it.
Fumbled it out there in left field. 3 runs will score. The Tigers defense melting down here in the 5th. And Minnesota.
I don't know what Willie Castro just did there, but Jesus Christ. That should probably be an error.
He's coming unraveled here defensively.
You play baseball in Belgium? Hell yeah, man. What position do you play?
Correa, that good hitter. Willie Castro misjudged it. Then when he goes to get it,
5-1 Twins.
there's an error again. He slides a little. That created a rise.
Yeah, they gave an error on that. I was going to say that's literally an error on every part of that. Third base and shortstop. Nice. Those are good positions.
Polanco that scored.
Well, it'll be a 3 RBI triple with nobody out. A double, 2 RBI, E7 on. Jesus Christ.
Officially marked as a 2-run double and an error on Willie Castro in left.
So 3 errors in this half inning. Unfortunately for Skubal, still nobody out.
5-1 Twins. Here's Luis Arraez. In the air, left field.
He ain't gonna
Castro
make the
giving
play.
Chase in foul territory, makes the catch.
Wow.
Good one.
That was a long run for Willie.
Oh, he actually made a play. 2 bunt errors in a row. Yep. Who else plays catcher and corner outfielder? Not many people. Haas is a special kind of guy, I guess.
Stayed with it.
Yeah, I know, Joe. This is pretty bad.
Ball finds his glove, then he has to protect himself against that tarp.
Well, there's 1 away now.
And alert to Correa.
Urshela's up with the runner at third and 1 away.
Tagging. Here's Gio Urshela. Safe on an error and score.
I'd have ran if I was Correa. Fuck it. They probably were going to mess up anyway.
A check swing and a good block by Barnhart. 1-0. Tigers are off to L.A. after this one to take on the Dodgers for 3 straight, all on Bally Sports. Now the 1-0 on the edge. 1-1.
1-1.
That goes back a ways, Shep. First inning with 3 errors since the
Yeah, I don't know how that series is gonna go, Chase. I'm hoping really good, but you know.
Sharply passed Harold Castro.
Wow, what a surprise! Harold Castro couldn't feel the ball hit right to him. Yeah, Miles, I agree. I agree. How the fuck did that get? What did he do? How did Willie just not field that? Or how did Harold just not field that ball? They gave another error. Yeah, that's another one. I've been good. I've been good other than this game here. Yeah, I think they just ruled that another hit. Am I wearing any NFL jersey? I'm wearing a Lions hoodie. Well, another error.
got to be frustration there for the manager after that half inning. You work so hard all year long, especially in spring training.
Should have been a double play, that ball, by the way. Or at least, you know, if they gave up the run, it should be 2 outs here with the 6-1 lead. But anyway, it's 6-1 now. All those runs have come around to score from Carlos Correa's bases clearing triple, basically. Including Carlos Correa now. 1-1 count on Garlic.
The 1-1 fouled away. The inning started
1-2 count on Garlic.
Then Gilberto Celestino squared to bunt, and Harold Castro threw it, hit him in the back as he was running first. Jorge Polanco then was safe when he sacrificed.
Crazy. Fucking Castro has 2 errors in 1 inning.
First base and hit him in the back. Carlos Correa.
You gonna wear your NFL jersey? Hell yeah.
Castro made an error in left that allowed 3 runners to score.
All right, 2-2.
To third.
Now we're getting squeezed by the umpire.
Fly ball out. Singles home another run. 4 runs in the inning. Now 6-1 Minnesota. Here's the 2-2 to Garlic. Inside.
Well, either way, at like 3:50, I gotta get going probably. So I've got another 45 minutes I can do. I've got class at 5, so I've been kind of broadcasting that all day. At least I've said it a few times anyway.
He threw 91.
Wednesdays and Thursdays are my class days. It's the last week of that, so after this it'll be normal like scheduling. Oh, another base runner, ball 4.
His pregame routine. Meanwhile, Tyler Duffy has been warming up for a while in the Minnesota pen. Max Kepler is the 8th Twin to hit in the inning. Into the shift, Baez.
There's one.
And the double play.
And there's a double play. All right. The damage is done. They limit it to just 4 runs. 6-1 in favor of the Twins here now. 6-1. Twins lead the Tigers. Top of the 6th coming up. 6-1. Twins lead after 4 errors in 1 inning by the Tigers. It'll be who really cares? Barnhart, Willie Castro, and Derek Hill. 8-9-1 for the Tigers. Due up. Yeesh. Hey, 41 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Very, very kind. Very, very kind. I know this hasn't been the most enjoyable Tigers game. At least we got the draft later, right? Boy. That's a lot of errors. Yeah, that's a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of game left. Hopefully something changes. Maybe a late little rally here coming up in the 6th. I mean, it's not really halfway through. I mean, we're in the top of the 6th. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 at bats, so 5 taken. I guess you're more right. I guess you're more right on that sentiment. I'll give you the W there. Actually. I'd say this is a pretty important inning to actually do something, though.
Welcome you back here to Target Field. We know Miguel Cabrera not in the lineup for the Tigers today, but he's obviously had a very eventful week. You know, he met with Venezuelan reporters a little bit earlier today, and he was asked, you know, what's left to accomplish as a player in Detroit. And he says, you know, as a player, I know I have 2 years left. I want to win a championship. I hope I'm able to do that. If not,
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the commentary of it all. Duffy's in to pitch now for the Twins. Duffy's in to pitch here for the Twins. It's Barnhart, Castro, and Hill. Barnhart, Willie Castro, and Hill. So 8, 9, and 1 for the Tigers.
I'd like to share that with them if that's God's will. I thought that was pretty transparent because, you know, you never know what guys are going to do once the playing career comes to an end. But to hear Miggy say that about Detroit, I know certainly
Got stretch.
the folks back in Detroit want to see him go.
It sure does, and it bodes well for baseball and the young players within the
They're not in the Midwest. Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that, Neil. 1-0 here for Barnhart.
We've gotten into that before during our broadcast. He has been much more vocal as he speaks to the team, and A.J. Hinch told him that when he first got here. He said, I'm going to need you to talk to the team once in a while, a little bit more than perhaps you have in the past. And Cabrera has embraced it, and he's done a better job with that for sure.
It's 1-2 here, or 1-1.
Castro and Derek Hill.
Now it's 1-2.
Tyler Duffy, he recorded his first hold of the season, the first game of this series. He's our wall side windows pitching change.
It's the Duff man, Tyler Duffy.
Talked about sinker slider guy who throws a lot of sliders.
And this will probably be the first out on Barnhart, and 1 away.
Barnhart for the leadoff out in the 6th.
Now up is Willie Castro.
This guy gets in a lot of games. Over the last few years, it was Taylor Rogers, Tyler Duffy.
Number 9 hitter Willie Castro. Dun dun dun
Two
dun
of them
dun
were
dun
getting in.
dun dun.
Duffy now already in the second game of this series.
Spencer Torkelson, Tucker Barnhart.
One pitch.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun set of names. Now, if only there was a guy named like Benjamin.
Is that what you called it back in the day? Castro fouls it away.
Easy game, man. One pitch, one out.
Something.
Twins did have a good bullpen with Duffy being reliable, Rogers, May, who's now with the Mets. Those were
Benjamin Spence
reliable arms
or
that were
Sense.
taken
I don't fucking know.
on a regular
I can't
basis.
think of a last name.
Usually gave Minnesota some pretty good outings.
You know, you bring up a point I've been thinking about. Where's the longevity in baseball? Is it as a starter or a reliever? You see how bullpens change so often nowadays. You know, the days of a reliever getting 10 years in, you don't see that much anymore.
It's a good question. You heard Justin Verlander's quote the other day when he was like, look, I'm a little old school.
Yeah, I know, Ghost. It's hard to watch.
When he threw 8 innings for Houston,
They put the ancient Tigers with names like Hap, Red, King to Shame. Yeah.
adopt your same philosophy.
Here's the hey, a base hit. There we go.
For Willie Castro, he's aboard for the second time today. Step up your
Austin Meadows. Yeah, it does sound like it'd be like some kind of like urban color of green. Here's Derek Hill now with 1 on and 1 out.
Top of the order for Derek Hill. He's in a nice day.
At least you could do was get a base hit, Willie Castro. Couldn't have done that when the bases were loaded a little bit ago, but hey, you know, it is what it is.
The lone RBI for the Tigers. It came back in the 4th.
Derek Hill 1 for 2 with the walk today with an RBI single as well.
Goes the other way, and it's
Yeah, that's the inning.
For the Twins. That ends the Tigers' 6th. It stays 6-1 on Valley Sports.
We literally can't catch a fucking break. Even a slight. All right, bottom of the 6th coming up after the double play. Six one, Twins lead it. It'll be some guy who'll probably get on. It'll be Jeffers, Larnack, and Celestino. 7-8-9 for the Twins. Jeffers, Larnack, and Celestino. Bottom of the 6th, Twins lead 6-1. That one was I don't know. They're getting so unlucky on some of this shit. Like that play right there. I mean, what more could they have done on that one? I have no idea. You're watching your Royals? Well, they're probably playing better defense than the Tigers are. You got that going for you guys at least. Yeah, that wouldn't really do anything when we're just kind of getting unlucky, though, Chris. Like, what good would just being angry about, like, just kind of unlucky? Well, the defense, yeah, they need to get yelled at a little bit, but, like, everything on offense, it feels like we're just the most unlucky offense in baseball right now.
The Twins technically have 3 guys in the 3,000 hit club. Rob Carew, of course, longtime Twin. He accomplished it, though, when he was with the California Angels. But Dave Winfield got his 3,000th hit back in September of 1993. Got it off Dennis Eckersley. Then Paul Molitor in 1996, September of 1996. Of course, Molly's, the bulk of his came with Milwaukee. But when you look at this, here's the fascinating part to me. We talked about Jack obviously being from St. Paul as well. Jack...
You don't know either. I'm just trying to get some flames. I hope that might help. But yeah, DLC. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's off to a bad start on offense. Nobody can hit. We can't play defense. We had 4 errors last inning. It's been pretty brutal this series. Barnes pitching now for the Tigers. Screwball betrayed by his defense this evening.
But when I remember seeing a young Dave Winfield, I said, that guy's a special athlete. He's going to be a great baseball player. And then when you saw his career, you said, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Same with Paul Molitor. Question with Paul Molitor for all of us.
Yeah, that was the last time we looked good this season.
Will he be healthy enough? Because we knew he was going to be a guy that if he's healthy, he could get those 3,000 hits. So.
You played against Molitor when you were a young kid, too, though, right?
Starting at about 12 years old.
Outside of that, we looked like kind of butt cheeks.
It was a great lesson for me because I realized
we can't hit. Our pitching's all right, but we really just can't hit. Can't really play defense that well consistently anyway.
He can run.
And yeah.
And is a great friend of mine now.
Decent pitching though. 1 and 2 now.
I think in baseball,
it'll be Jeffers, Larnack, and Celestino.
Football, pro basketball.
Bottom of the 6th, 6-1 Twins lead.
I remember Dave pitching American Legion ball.
Yeah, maybe Juice. Hopefully we can get him next time.
Neighborhood and watch him pitch. 6'6". He was the first guy that ever grunted like an absolute.
2 and 2 now.
Out there, and I mean he would grunt.
Intimidating.
And 6'6" and throwing about 92 at the time. That was American Legion ball. It's scarier than heck. Every once in a while, one would fly to the backstop, and that was even more advantageous for him. But yeah, Dave was a great athlete.
Went to the University of Minnesota on a baseball scholarship, and then
our pitching was what I was scared of this year, and they are doing better than every other category. Yeah, DLC. I didn't have as much worry as I had for the offense as I did for the pitching when the season started. But the way everything started, I'm unpleasantly surprised because of how bad the offense has been. But the pitching's been really good, so I don't mind.
Jeffers facing
fouls it away. It'll remain full. The count does. It was a full count anyway, so it'll remain full at 3-2.
6 runs, 3 earned.
Jeffers, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th.
Struck out 4, but the defense
I'll probably watch through the 7th just because at that point, if we're not doing something after the 7th, I might take off, just because I do got to get ready for class in a little bit.
Barnes will get Ryan
And then I got to be there. Then it's at 5 and yada yada. Hey, one away.
and Barnes strikes
Good strikeout by Barnes.
with a strikeout of Ryan Jeffers. It's a ball side windows pitching change in the 7th appearance for Jacob Barnes out of the bullpen.
Jacob has been one of those guys. We talk about one of the strengths so far for the Tigers, and it's been their bullpen, the reliability and
Yeah, offense around the league has been pretty bad so far, DLC.
innings very often. They come in for one inning, but Barnes, another one of those guys.
I think like league average is like 230 right now or something. So that would make a bit of sense.
Been around a little bit, knows how to pitch. That's what A.J. Hinch always says. He knows how to pitch.
Strike one.
He's not overwhelmed by any situation. We've told the story before, but worth repeating. He was actually sent down to the Toledo camp while in spring training and then called back the very next day. And A.J. Hinch said to him, look, I apologize. It was a timing situation for us, and we made a mistake. And ever since, Barnes has thrived.
Think of the delivery of that message. You hear of a manager, one day you're probably angry at him. You're figuring, I did everything I could to make this ball club. I wasn't received well. The next day, the same guy comes in and said, we made a mistake.
And apologize.
What a absolute motivational speech that could have been for Barnes. It's like, all right, I get my chance, and for
2-1.
to admit that they made a mistake, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to believe that's
And fly ball could be an out. Never know with the Tigers' defense lately. All right, he fielded it.
It's never happened to him before.
2 down in the bottom of the 6th.
I've never heard of it before.
Because what usually happens is guys make excuses. Well, this is the reason we did it, but now we've come back and we thought differently. He just said, look, I'm sorry. And we made the mistake, and we move on.
You always blame it on the general manager, right?
I suppose.
Al, nothing personal.
Two
But
outs for Celestino.
I imagine there's been every excuse in the book, and I just give them, everybody credit. But whoever helped AJ with that decision to say we made a mistake, let's go ahead and keep this guy.
To right field.
Uh,
And fair.
2 out double.
Meadows will play it. It's a 2-out double for Gilberto Celestino, his first extra base hit of the year.
That was the 9-hitter hitting a double. That sucks. Now Polanco's up with 2 out and a runner at second.
Ball's outer half.
When it rains, it pours.
Thought it was outer half, but good piece of hitting.
GD, good games to the Twins fans. Even though we didn't really play that well this series, you guys certainly did. So congrats on a well-earned sweep, it looks like.
Pulled Celestino to a double with 2 outs.
Not meaning to be a naysayer, but this I kind of can get the writing on the wall for this series.
For a guy that's 0 for 3. For 2, excuse me, with an error.
Let's hope that the LA series is a little bit better than this anyway. For anyone interested, we'll be live streaming the draft tonight. We'll be live at 8 o'clock again. I've got class from 5 to like 7:50. I don't know how long the class will be tonight though.
Run back in the 5th.
Last one, we've only not much left, so I don't know how much we'll be doing.
And an E2 at the time. No at bat there.
Big ball for Polanco, who's 0 for 2 today. Is Polanco with I believe a walk? Oh, or did he reach on an error or some shit? I don't know. He might have reached on an error, Polanco. Because he scored a run.
2-0 now to Polanco.
2-0.
6 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base for Minnesota.
Top of the or bottom of the 6th, runner at second, 2 away, 2-0 count for Polanco. Barnes the pitcher for Detroit. Twins lead 6-1.
strike, and it's 2-1. So a combined 16 hits, and yet
Dun dun
only
dun dun
two
dun.
extra base hits, both by the Twins. A two-run double by Correa, and the double here with 2 outs in the 6th for Celestino.
Hey.
Missed low,
3-1. Why can't we ever get a third out of an inning?
The man you want to get is at the plate right now. You got to come back somehow. Get back into this count here and record it now.
Hey, what's up, Vincenzo? We need to get this monkey off our backs. The curse of the 2-in strikes again. Yeah, I can't wait to get out of there. 2-2 now. Or, well, 3-2. It's a full count, rather.
Polanco in this at bat down.
Can we get out of this at bat? Yeah, everything's good, though, man. I'm just ready for this game, this series to come to a close. Plus, I got to get out of here after the top of the 7th, and it's starting to take a little longer. But that's all right. We got the NFL draft tonight. That'll be super exciting. I hope everyone who's watching tunes into that. By the way, thank you, everybody. We're up at 42 likes. They lost in ball 4. Now it'll be 2 on, 2 out here for Correa.
And now a message from CarShield.
6-1 Twins lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
My car. You need to call CarShield now.
They offer protection on most makes and models.
That sounds pretty great. That's because it is great, Nathan.
Carlos Correa stands in.
Yeah, Vincenzo, I don't. Yeah, we just suck against this division. I'm glad we're gonna go play somebody else. Here's Correa, real quick. I gotta stretch my legs out a little bit.
Swing and a foul tip at the plate. The last inning, the double for Correa was his first hit of the series.
You remember that at bat. Scuba was still in the game, and he left a kind of a cookie out over the plate. Tried to get a fastball in and stayed over the middle, and Correa finally did some damage.
Yeah, I suppose it's all on perspective. When you think of Minnesota, who do you think of? Buxton, Correa immediately come to my mind. The Tigers have handled them for the most part. It's been
All right, I feel a lot better. My legs need to be stretched out a little bit. I've been sitting for too long.
primarily.
Top 6. Somebody's got a perfect game in Texas.
Outside 1-1.
Who's throwing it? Oh shit! The Texas Rangers are throwing a perfect game right now.
The runner aboard.
Pretty crazy.
Working fairly quick, but it's definitely slowed down here with the last 2 guys up.
Oh. 2 on, 2 out, 1-1 count for Correa. 2-1 count for Correa.
So many people surprised when Carlos Correa signed with Minnesota. A 3-year deal worth a little bit more than $105 million, but the $35 million annually, highest paid infielder in the majors. But he can opt out after this season.
Well, they had 4 errors in 1 inning, Vincenzo, and it's the inning they gave up 4 runs. So I don't really know how to describe how Scooball was doing. Great. Went off the pitcher, and they score a run off of it. Well, gotta love our luck this afternoon, everybody.
Really heads up base running right there, but you can see how this play developed. Now Doug Peters going to come out and take a look at Jacob Barnes. That was a shin burner. That probably really hurt. Let's take another look.
Right off the shin of the pitcher, and the ball just kind of slowly trickled its way into no man's land where absolutely nobody was standing. And that allowed the runner to get time to come home and score. It'll be 7-1 Twins.
We'll let him take a couple tosses to see how much it's barking.
Arise will be up next. All right, and he's fine. We'll get back to baseball.
Willie Peralta Peralta has been up throwing just in case. Barnes is good to go, and he'll face Luis Arraez. Arraez among the best.
Anyway, Arraez is up 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Twins get another run across this inning. It's 7-1 Twins.
432 against righties this year. He stands in with 2 men on, a run home, and 2 away. 0 for 3 for Arraez so far today. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. Takes it low, 1-0.
Barnes has been struggling here the last 3 years with his release point. Everything has been down, bottom of the zone or below.
1-0.
It's that fine line of
Bum 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 bum
where
bum
do I
bum
release the
bum
ball for a
bum.
pitcher to keep it relative to where he wants to throw it.
Slice to left.
Please
Castro
field
is
it.
there.
All right, he got it.
Catch 24 pitches for Barnes to get through the 6th. Minnesota adds another run. Meadows will lead off the Tigers.
It'll be Meadows, Grossman, and Baez. So this will be our last half inning. We're able to actually continue to watch the game. It's not because we wouldn't want to finish it, mainly because I've got to get ready to go to class in like 20 minutes. So, as always, if you need a way to watch, check the pinned comment. You'll find the link to the game. Hopefully, I'll see you tonight when we get to that point where it's the NFL draft will be on at 8. I should be live for that right on time. Yeah. So, just not our series. I'm glad to be getting the hell out of Minnesota, and let's see what LA has for us when we get out there. Just not our series, huh? Unlucky. Poor timed. It is what it is. Anyway, it'll be Meadows, Grossman, and Baez here. Let's see if we can get anything going. 7-1 Twins. A lot to a little is a good way to say the score. It's a lot to a little right now. Damn, the Rangers could be perfect through 6. Jax is pitching now for the Twins. Griffin Jax is pitching now for the Twins. It'll be Meadows, Grossman, and Baez. Top 7 coming up.
Tigers Baseball on Valley Sports is brought to you by Rally House Detroit. Your city, your house, Rally House. By your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Put it in DNCY Chevy Drive, the Motor City. A gray day in Minneapolis. Tough day for the Tigers defense. 7-1 Twins into the 7th. Austin Meadows, Robbie Grossman, Javier Baez. Due up for Detroit against a new Minnesota pitcher. It's Griffin Jax out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he picked up the win in game 1 of this series.
All right, Griffin Jax will pitch. It'll be Meadows, Grossman, and Baez to hit. Let's see what we can do. Maybe get something going, score a couple runs, and go into the series on the right foot. Maybe not necessarily a win, but, end this game on a positive note rather than the way that things have been going.
Grossman 2 for 3 and Baez 1 for 3. So maybe a little something here for Detroit's offense in the 7th. They could use it. 9 hits, but just the 1 run. Came back in the 4th. They played Meadows to pull, but that didn't matter his last time up. He beat the shift with a single into right. He's ahead in the count 2-0.
reminder that Jax throws fastball, slider, change. Fastball can touch.
2-0 here on Meadows.
Good change up, good breaking ball.
In there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
2-1 now.
A little bit of tail.
Oh,
on that
man.
fastball. Started on the corner and broke out maybe a middle third.
Look, hey, easy. Oh. I don't know why I'm so yawny right now. Sheesh.
2-1 grounded foul.
Yeah, Meadows rips it foul. It'll be 2-2 now.
Jax comes from a very athletic.
Top of the seventh, nobody on. Well, he's the leadoff guy, Meadows is. So.
Was an offensive lineman in the NFL for 11 years. Played with Dallas and the Arizona Cardinals.
Damn, Rangers are perfect through 6.
The 2-2 inside 3-2.
3-2 here. Good at bat here for Meadows.
Foul back.
It's just such an art form for me to see a
Is
guy
the
that's
chat not
able to
like
stay on
updating
top of
on
the high
that end?
fastball.
Oh, there we go.
The mid-90s fastball that's up in the zone. You have to be so quick.
Oh, that's
with your
weird.
hands and
For some reason, my chat wasn't
back
updating.
shoulder.
I wasn't meaning to not chat. It just stopped. How can you watch the game? It's on my pinned comment. Just check the pinned comment. You made some money off today's minus 1.5 Twins. There you go, Sounds. It's 7-1. I got a base runner. Yeah, probably not the worst idea, Sounds. Have a good one, Joe's.
Got him on the front pad.
I'm 28.
Especially on a cold day, that's never comfortable. He'll jog it off as he goes down to first.
Yeah, you got hit. That
Robbie
always
Grossman
sucks.
stands in.
Anyway, so it'll be 1 on, 1 out, or 1 on, nobody out, and now up is Grossman.
Unlock offers, access exclusive
For some
content,
reason, my
special
chat wasn't
almost
updating.
no
I don't know why it was
today.
doing that.
It's one of the days you're really happy you wore that shin guard, foot guard.
I'm 28. I'll be 29 in like 2 months, 3 months. No, 2
In there
months.
For a strike 0-1 to Grossman. Singled in the first,
$200
singled in
LA
the
money
third.
line. Not bad. It's not a bad bet. How much did you put on the Twins money line?
In the dirt.
Sorry, I wasn't responding to anybody. I usually like to respond a lot faster.
Someone's warm.
TC the Bear.
As long as he's not blocking anybody's view, right?
I think he is.
250. Got back from 200. Yeah, that's a good return, man.
Dugout.
Good shit.
He was freezing.
You'll be turning 26 on October 7th. Hell yeah, man. You're in the later 20s club.
Grossman fouls it away.
1 and 2 on a foul ball. You got some Joel Zamaya. Yeah, I remember Joel Zamaya.
Baez
When he
to
hurt his
follow.
arm playing fucking Guitar Hero. That was a silly time.
Leadoff man aboard. You never know. Just try to do the little things. Keep the line moving.
Grounded sharply.
There's one.
Turn and a double play for Minnesota.
Man, Minnesota. Of course they turned 2.
Scored 6-5-3. Great feed there from Correa to Urshela. These are some of the plays that separate big leaguers.
Second double play in as many innings for the Twins, and that brings up Baez. A single and a pair of strikeouts for Javier Baez today.
The only reason why I'm betting on the Dodgers tomorrow line because yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, I know, Chris. Yeah, I know about Zamayo. He was a freak of nature, really, is what he was. I mean, the fact that he was hitting, like you said, the speeds he was hitting when it was a rare feat to see that so consistently and so effortlessly. To then blow his elbow out and arm out by playing Guitar Hero is just tragic. 0-2.
He just really tries to extend his arms to reach and cover that, but it's coming up short.
Man's probably hates video games. It's just a video game, Dad. Why can't I play it? What's the worst that could happen, dude? It's just fucking a game. He just looks at his son with like tears in his eyes and shit. I was supposed to be the best. Ugh. All right, yeah, I gotta get going. Anyway, if you need a way to watch, there's a link to the game. We'll be live again for the NFL draft in just a few hours. I've got to get ready, and then I got to go to class, so I've got to get going about now. This is kind of always the planned time for me to get going in this for this stream this afternoon. But again, we got 2.5 hours out of it. The Tigers just really didn't have it. So, congrats again to the Twins fans. You guys got a cold sweep on us. Hopefully, we look better next time around. Yeah, same to you, Chris. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Yeah, Bobby Jenks was pretty good. But again, thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, 10 hits. They gotta do something better. This is I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe time to call some of them AAA guys up and see if they can make any improvement. But all right, hopefully I'll see you guys in 5 hours for the draft. If that 4 hours and 4 hours basically. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you then. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for when the Tigers take on the Dodgers. That'll be a 10 o'clock game. But yeah, all right. There's everything. Thank you for the likes today. Thank you for chatting and hanging out. Hey, it can't get much worse than four errors, right? He says as we get no hit by the Dodgers for 3 games in a row. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you when I see you next. Hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? All right. Peace out, though. Have a good one. Go Tigers and go Lions, go Patriots, and of course go Tigers. And again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. And Daniel, thank you for the donation earlier. And Daniel Barry anyway.